Welcome back to Blades in the Dark. As you might recall, last time we saw a little gang of hooligans. They were divvying up their loot from their last heist. They were spending some well-deserved rest and reparations. They dealt with the modest amount of heat they generated from their heist. Spread a few false rumors, stabbed some people in the back, the usual. And now they're about to head to a meeting of the Church of Ecstasy. Church of Ecstasy. My voice cracked there. Specifically to find the identity of Loop, the second in command of the Wraiths. But before we get into all that, introductions as always. We have Nari as Nadja McTavish, better known as Viper. We have Centauri as Slide Desmond Lane, or Deadman's Lane. We have Nexus as Whisper Justice McGregor, better known as Lil Mac. And finally, we have Soundscream as the Lurk with many names, better known as Salt.
I'm not a lurk.
Is one of your names literally Lurk?
No.
Yes, it is Lurk Robin Collier.
No. Robin Collier is my character's real name.
Oh god, my formatting on my notes have been all wrong.
Oh, no.
Okay, that explains why none of this made sense. Excuse me
Yay.
as I quickly correct this. Okay, this should not be happening again now. I've been doing this wrong twice now. I promise I know what I'm doing.
I don't doubt that you know. I just doubt that you can execute on said knowledge.
There we go.
Oof.
And also, I have opted to cut out the little introduction of what Blades in the Dark is because we're on session 3. People know by now. At least the ones who are watching. If anyone
Hopefully.
doesn't know, they're welcome to ask, and I'll be happy to shoot the entire line off at them. Like so much vitriol. So, we were getting to effectively the start of your score now. To give you an idea of the type of setting you're going in for, you know that Loop is attending one of these big gatherings at the Church of Ecstasy. However, as you might expect, things are not going to go nearly as easy as they might have been planned. Common thing at these churches of ecstasy is that everyone enters wearing masks. This is good for you because it means that, hey, no one knows who you guys are. However, it also means that your target could be any one of these guys wearing a robe and a mask. So you're going to have to do some groundwork once you're in there to find him. Once you find him, however, it should be relatively easy to just follow him around. This place is one of debauchery. That mask will no doubt come off at some point. So, we will be starting a few clocks preemptively, and I hope you do not mind. And I'm putting them on your crew sheet so you all have a chance to look at them at any point. You should see a clock that says Identify Loop.
Yeah.
This is a clock you want to work towards. This basically, once this filled out, you have gathered enough stray information that you know who in this gathering Loop is. The suspicion, as you might imagine, is roughly when someone starts suspecting something's wrong with you guys. Oops, accidentally broadcasted it. However, we actually no, we'll be keeping it as is. Now, your plan was to find out who he was, correct?
And then blackmail him.
This is a clock for gathering blackmail material. Now, this particular clock will likely not be filled out entirely tonight, but you could get a few pecks in it tonight already, provided you're willing to go to the correct places and ask the right questions.
So it's like physical proof of who he is to use against him.
Either that or implicitly stating things that no one else could possibly know.
It's not just identifying him, but the
Yeah, it's
solidification of that identification.
yeah, because ultimately you don't need him to know you have proof. You need him to think you do. And we'll be starting 2 additional clocks. These are clocks you might find out what does once the actual heist starts.
Okay.
Let us see here. Right. Again, to sum up what you're looking for here, you're looking for any sighting of his face that will make him much easier to track down, if not make a wanted poster for. You're looking for his true name if you can find it somehow. And finally, you're looking for any form of blackmail you can use against him. Those are your 3 primary concerns here. Face and true name are the most important. Blackmail is just a nice bonus. That is not to say that those are the only things to gain here. But that'll come as we go. Are there any questions in regards to what you are about to embark on?
No?
Alrighty
I
then.
believe so.
Just what's the plan? Like, what is everybody doing?
So, what I have planned for is that you plan on heading into the gathering itself, which should be easy enough. All you'll need is a rather common robe that covers the body, which are for loan at the gathering itself, and some form of mask. Again, also things on loan. So what you're more looking for is an invitation.
Would it have
Now,
been possible for Salt to have gotten everybody's masks made ahead of time?
again, the masks are not something you don't necessarily bring your own. You're given a mask at the gathering. Like, as you enter, whoever sees you when you enter tells you to go to this room and get changed. You go there, there's a mask and an outfit for you.
Okay.
Stuff like that, essentially.
So he would arrive unmasked already.
Either that or wearing his normal mask, as in the one he's wearing when he's with the wraiths. Or yes, indeed unmasked, but then you wouldn't know who he is. Because currently you don't know his face.
What part of town is this church gathering in?
This would take place. Give me a moment. We'll pull up the actual city map. You guys should be seeing it as well.
Yep.
Let's see here. This would take place in the 6 Towers. The 6 Towers used to be a sort of more fine neighborhood. There is plenty of old, rundown mansions and churches here. Plenty of places where a cult like this would be able to easily hide out, which they have done. This also means that you're out of your normal hunting grounds for the night, which shouldn't be too much of a problem. You're not here to steal anything. You're not going to be stepping on anyone's toes here. Just the wraiths.
Oh. Yeah. How close is it to that building there?
The specific place you're going to is a maintained inside of a church's ruins, which is only accessible through underground tunnels. It's one of those, you only go there if you know how to get there. Luckily for
Right.
you, being that you are blades in the dark, this is the type of knowledge that is not too hard for you to come by.
Sure. But this building right here, we want to avoid. Just saying. As long as we're not near that, we're fine. That's Skurlock Manor.
I see what you mean.
Don't want to step on his toes.
What? Why not? Actually, it is in his manner. He's hosting.
God damn, bitch.
No. I wouldn't be that mean on your second heist. Third, though.
So we need to. Are we gathering information beforehand, or are we just planning on showing up?
Again, with the way this game wants to work, we are jumping more or less straight into the heist with an engagement roll, which means that any sort of further information gathering you feel you should have done beforehand will be done through flashbacks. I will say that given the type of skill sets your crew already has, you will already have managed to get your hands on forged invitations, if not real invitations that just belong to someone else.
Okay. So what's the plan? Is everybody going in, or kind of split up, stick together?
I think we
Us
all have
would-
to go in on this one because whatever we're looking for is going to be in there.
Would there be what's it called? Waiters and such at
Indeed.
this place?
Not necessarily waiters, they're more members of the cult as a whole. But yes, they would be doing
Servants.
the servant type things.
Yeah. So Mac might want to act into that because he has a background as should we call it butler of sorts.
So I'll give you some ideas of ways that you could start this. If you can think of anything outside of this, you're of course welcome to. Because the engagement role is how the crew as a whole is going to basically start the heist. That means that there's not really any way we can split up the approach the crew as a whole is taking. There is, of course, the easiest way would be to attend from the social angle, meaning you are attending the gathering as initiates or guests. Someone interested in the cult who's here for your first, your first meeting with the cult to see if this is your type of jam. Those type of people could easily get their hands on invites. Those invites would typically be marked, so whoever is guiding you in knows that you are not used to the cult. There's of course the more direct way of infiltrating, which is infiltrating, literally sneaking your way in through servant quarters or some sort of hidden passage. Again, since the entrance to this place is underground, a lot of the underground in Six Towers is still unmapped or is actively changing due to gangs literally changing it. So finding a way in that no one has seen could very well be possible. I'll say Desmond specifically wouldn't know of another way to approach this particular cult. They are often very interested in people with the ability to commune with spirits or otherworldly beings. Given that you have expertise in this area, you could go in essentially being hired for that job and have your crew be, your helpers and entourage.
I thought about that angle. Like
And
my fit is doing that. Go ahead.
and the final angle is, of course, impersonating some cult members. They're going to be wearing masks here, right? You could find a few of them, knock them out in an alley, grab their outfits, and just enter. If you can think of any other approaches you as a crew would like to take, you're welcome to do so. These are just the ones I'm throwing out there for you.
I think for Salt, he's definitely the fake an invite to get in methodology works best for his skill set. Maybe I get an invite and take Viper as my +1. Me and the missus looking for some a little bit more spice in our love lives.
Speaking of Viper, I don't think Viper's online.
Yeah.
Do we
She
lose
hasn't
her?
talked in a moment.
There we are. There she is.
I was worried she actually disconnected because we hadn't heard her in a minute.
It was about to disconnect. Discord was
Oh.
like,
How did that go again?
exactly that. See, I
That's
don't
the
even
air
have to
sound
repeat it.
Discord.
The other one
Discord,
is
you need
doing
to adopt that now. It's your air sound. Instead of a
I mean,
ding or a
there's the
song
thing,
or a
right? You
notification.
guys do it. I don't even have to repeat it. You guys are doing it for me. That's great.
But you do it so much better than us. That's why.
Too
We
bad.
do it.
Too
We're
bad.
trying
You
to
should have
match your
recorded it when
greatness.
I did it.
It's
Oh wait, you
unfortunate you're
did
on
record it. You
stream.
can clip it.
That's actually very true. We
Anyways.
could clip it.
There you go. That's your new notification sound for your
Anyways.
stream. Anyways. I could do the Desmond angle with like being a culty, and Mac could be my assistant. And I could get him in there too.
Yeah.
So we have like 2 different groups going in. And like the fake ID angle, and then there's the occult angle.
Sounds
But I don't think that's
good.
kind of. He says it's like one role. Like we have to take the same approach. What is going on with Roll20? People are disconnecting all the time.
It's been unstable for the last week or so. It's kind of weird.
Yep.
Yeah, no, Doc's not talking.
Oh no, I'm here. I'm here. Just checking. Just checking something here.
Check, double check.
Okay. So, with how engagement roles are, let's see here. The players choose a plan, either assault, deception, stealth, occult, social, or transport, and a specific concrete detail such as we are sneaking through the sewers or using the spider's friends inside. This defined the primary intended approach, where things might divulge from there. So essentially, you're meant to have one primary way you're all planning on getting inside. Once you're inside is when things can start diverging, because then you're past the thickest level of security.
How about this? We take the fake ID angle, and I can play up the occult thing and maybe get some attention by letting people know what I can do, and that could be a distraction. Like, oh yeah, let me show you something. Oh yeah, come over here. We'll see. We can do the fake ID angle. That works.
All right.
Mac is fine with it as long as it doesn't put direct eyes on him.
Let's see here. Well, it won't unless you roll really bad, but what's the chance of that, really?
Pretty good. I mean,
Right. So, who will be leading for the engagement roll? Keep in mind that the engagement roll is basically just to start off and see this is how the heist is going to start. It doesn't
Yeah.
necessarily mean anything. It doesn't mean that anyone has failed. It's just, you might be sort of on the back
sets the
foot in the
tone.
start. Yeah. Is this going to be Mission Impossible,
is
or
this
is this going to
engagement
be
rolls based on somebody's skills? Like, so like if we're doing the fake ID angle, that's like it should be the spider that makes the roll. If it's based upon that engagement, like, is that how that works?
more or less, except you're not using a skill for the engagement roll. It just makes sense that whoever you think is the leader for that plan is the one who does it.
Well, then sounds great.
All right, Soundscream. I have a few questions for you then.
Mm-hmm.
As of current, you just have a 1d6 for this roll. Nothing more, nothing less. However, that might change with these questions. First of all, is your operation particularly bold or daring?
I mean, just waltzing in through the front door of a notorious cult's fairly bold, isn't it?
I'd say so.
So yes, it's bold.
So go ahead and take an additional die.
And we aren't sneaking in trying to do this. It's true.
Next question.
All right.
Is the operation overly complex or contingent on many factors?
I'd definitely say it's contingent on many factors because we've got to get in, we've got to find the guy in the first place, then try to figure out who he is, then try to figure out a way to get out.
I wouldn't say
Prove it
that's
and get out.
I wouldn't say that's necessarily the engagement. It's more the heist itself is, but getting in. It's specifically the part
information.
of getting in.
Getting in, I'd say no, simply because I've got many tools at my disposal to fake the thing.
Exactly, and again, they are literally accepting people who are interested. A way you could have gotten your invites could have just been find one of the cult members and go, "Hey, so you're with the Church of Ecstasy, right? I've been kind of curious about that," and you would have just gotten legitimate invites. Although you might not want those.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because then there'd be somebody we'd have to talk to once we got in.
Does the plan's detail expose a vulnerability of the target or hit them where they're weakest?
Absolutely.
I'd definitely say it does. I mean, man's literally gonna be naked. Get yourself an additional die. Is the target strongest against this approach, or do they have particular defenses or special preparations? I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, no, they do not.
Yeah, I was going to say that. I don't think so.
Now, and this is a question for everyone in the group. If even one person says yes, you get this. Can any of your friends or contacts provide aid or insight for this operation?
Yes.
I hear multiple yeses, so go ahead and add an additional die.
Maybe?
Literally, most of
Now,
my contacts could help with this.
the
Was that
next
3 or
question.
4 die?
It's just, so far you're up to 1, 2, 3, 4 die. The next question. And again, I'm going to have to ask people to be honest. Are any enemies or rivals interfering in this operation? Do you feel like this would cause someone who are your enemies to go, absolutely fucking not?
It's so
No.
hard for me to say yes or no to that because if my enemy knew about it, then yes, he would get in the way. But he'd always get in the way of anything I do. Like me going to get a sandwich, he'd get in the way if he knew where I was going to get the sandwich.
I mean, let me ask you this. Is your rival a part of the Church of Ecstasy?
No,
No clue.
no, he would
Well,
definitely not be.
No, I'm
I mean,
asking.
several of my contacts are very much named. Like, can I look up this guy?
I'm asking you specifically because there is what's written
Yeah,
about them, and then there is what we're adding to them to make them more interesting. So I'm asking you, would they have any way of interfering with this? Would they have any interest in doing so? Would this fall within their area of interest?
no.
I'm just gonna say I send you something and I'm gonna completely leave it up to you whether that's a yes or no because I don't know. They could be. I don't know.
You tell me. Do they? Yes or no?
Mine's a no.
All right. And Nari,
Um,
you have to determine for yourself whether they do or don't. This is part of building your rivals. They start as one thing, they might become something else.
uh-huh. I would
Magnus, what do you think?
say I would say that would be funny if yes. Um and I would also say
Funny if
I have
yes.
one that I could see maybe.
Keep in mind the only
Roslyn
one that's
Kellis, a noble.
keep in mind that your rival is only the one you took the down arrow on. The rest of them are just
Yeah,
people you know.
I know.
Okay.
But
So there's very
I
little
have a
written about
noble.
my guy.
Sorry, what'd you say?
He says noble. Sorry.
Hmm.
Next, let's go ahead.
No, it's just my guy is or woman is a noble. And
You know what? I'm just gonna say
I
yes.
think maybe.
All right, I hear a yes. That means that you are taking a 1 die penalty down from 4 to 3.
So I looked it up. I would
Then
say
I say
yes
no.
only if we went.
Nah.
I would say yes only if that we'd went for me being hired as an occultist for this thing. Then he'd
All
fuck with me. But no, not right now.
right. Also, Nari, go ahead and write down as a detail about your rival that they are a member of the Church of Ecstasy. And the final question, are there any other elements you think should be considered for this? This can be anything you think would affect this.
No.
All right. So that is a 3d6. Salt, will you go ahead and give us the roll? You are starting on a 4, which is not too bad. Oh, one more question. Does anyone have any special abilities that are used now? There are a few special abilities that happen on the engagement roll. Are there any of them triggering now? No. Alrighty then. Oh, let's see here. Okay. Right, a thing I forgot to ask you guys about. What kind of equipment are you bringing? What are your loads?
Light.
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 Light? Desmond?
Light.
Light. I imagine as much given what's about to happen. Alrighty then. So you've come up to this secret entrance to the cult's meeting. You've handed over your letters. You've been shown to effectively small changing rooms. They're not exactly rooms, but where you can change your clothes.
Nari, are we gonna play husband and wife for this, or are we gonna do our own thing?
I kind of like the husband and wife thing.
Okay. We go into the same room to change then.
You are not allowed. Everyone is separated.
Really?
Huh.
Well, sorry, Nari, you don't get a smoke show. Apologize.
Oh, man.
Everyone
Maybe
is
I'll
Hers
get
is
it later.
bigger. She wasn't gonna find
everyone
out
is
hers bigger.
specific. Everyone is specifically separated. You're being given matching robes and different masks.
Do we see what masks we get? Like, do we know who is who from ourselves, like from our group?
No, you don't. Give me a moment.
Mac is gonna be so hard to recognize.
Like, he is
We
the
will
only one that we do recognize.
We'll
He's
start
short
with.
and he has a beard sticking out. You know who he is.
Yeah.
I'll be DMing each of you your mask, so you know what to describe.
Okay. I will be sending you something else, though. Something completely unrelated to the game.
The masks you've been given are full face masks. They don't cover your hair. They don't cover, the sides or anything. So it is just like a pretty good quality face covering mask, which means that you can definitely find each other. It might take a bit.
The tattoos give it away for Desmond.
Keep in mind, you're also wearing a big robe. But yes, you have tattoos up your neck, I believe.
All over his body, yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So I'd like to do a flashback because I pick up my mask.
Okay, go right ahead.
Thinking that something like this would happen where it would be more difficult for us to recognize each other, depending on the types of masks, I have smuggled in a set of documents gear, which includes ink and a vial. And I'm going to, just on the cheek of my mask, I'm going to paint a circle with like a plus sign through it, right? Which is a symbol of a bad omen. So that when any of the other groups of the members see me, they'll see the mark on the cheek and know it's one of us.
And you're saying this is since we're doing it as a flashback and not just as an equipment redeem, this is something you would have been pre-planned, shared with the group then.
Yes, so that they'll know to be looking for it, and as we find each other, I'll put a similar mark on each one of them.
All right, that is perfectly fine. It's going to cost you a single point of stress. That's about it. There's no rolls involved in this because, you weren't going out doing anything that could potentially fail.
Mm-hmm.
Alrighty then.
Nothing special. Just put my mask on and step out. It's not gonna be hard to pick out Desmond. He's tall. He's got tattoos.
That we
Indeed.
can't see because you're wearing a giant cloak.
Yeah, but it's all like on his fingers, his hands, his neck. Any exposed portion of him likely will have ink. His mother is a crazy tattoo artist who lives on the docks. Okay.
There we go.
I'm just saying it won't be hard to find Desmond. That's all that comment was.
So, you have now entered into the church proper. You do know that there's a purpose for the gathering. What exactly it is not something you've been able to find out, which is par for the course for cults, more or less. Let's see here. The room you enter is a sort of large meeting room. You can see that the walls here are the walls as well as a lot of the floor is draped in velvet. Furniture has had these white velvet sheets thrown over them. And currently, people are more or less just mingling. You wouldn't be able to tell this that much apart from a regular social gathering, aside from the outfits, the masks, and the fact that people tend to be whispering. Um, Now, from where you are now, you do see a few places where you could go from here. There is a chamber leading just beyond here. You can see this chamber has a lot of. You've seen confession booths, right?
Confessional? Yeah.
Yeah, effectively a lot of confessional booths has been dragged in here and posted up. You see at the very least 10 of them. And at the end of this room is another door, and you don't know what that leads to. That is one thing you see from this room. Another thing you see is a set of double doors that's been open. They lead out to what looks to have once been sort of a monastery garden. You can see the walls here are tall. They look ruined, but when you saw this place from the outside, you haven't seen this place anywhere. You wouldn't be able to tell this place was here. The gardens themselves have been lavishly decorated. You see these sort of lanterns that's been put around the garden paths. You see benches. You see a lot of these old statues in various states of repair that's been put around the grounds themselves, and a large tree in the middle of it all that looks quite old and wizened. And you can see that people are taking bits off the robe they're wearing, tearing small pieces off, and tying them off on this tree. You don't yet know what the purpose of this is, but you see that it is being done.
Not even an occult reason like that would ping in Desmond's head.
None yet. You've not had too close dealings with this church, so this would be your first time at one of their gatherings proper.
Is
thank
this
you.
just one of their locations? Is this their primary
Yes.
location?
This is one of their locations. It is likely that this place was prepared for tonight's gathering.
when we came in and we gave our invitation, were they like checking off names or anything like that?
I'm guessing you went with the angle that your invitation labeled you as being newcomers.
Mm-hmm.
Then no, they would not have checked any form of list. However, you did notice that the guy who was checking your invitation did have a list.
Have we found one another at all yet?
We're getting to that in a moment. I'm still setting the scene for you.
Sorry.
Something else you see from here is sort of a longer, well, not a long hallway, but a hallway of about a good 30 feet with some stairs that go upwards. At the end of that, you see some big, heavy double doors, and two of these cult members are standing in front, just with their hands folded in front of them. You get the idea that something is happening in there that is either not for the public view or not yet for the public view. Aside from that, along that hallway, you see a small door leading off to the side, and as far as you can tell, this is where basically the servants that are catering for tonight come and go. And that is
So-
more or less all you can see for now. The room
So
you're in
this
right
is-
now is, by the way, quite large. There's a good, you'd guess, just shy of 100 people attending. If you don't count staff and the cult members that are here.
That's quite a bit.
So Desmond wants to, while we're looking for each other casually, Desmond's going to be more interested in the occult angle of everything that's going on. That's just, he's curious.
Yeah.
So he wants to attune to the ghost field and feel out the situation that's happening around him.
All right. Go right ahead and roll me in a two.
Risky?
This would be risky, yes.
Standard.
Yes. 4 or a 5. Okay. So, you're standing here in this group of people. You definitely get the sense that there's otherworldly things happening here. I mean, you're in the presence of a cult. So you take your moment, gather your breath, deep breath as you sort of calm your mind, extend your feelers out for the room. And as you do, your mind brushes against something. That room that is being blocked off, you get the sense that something is in there.
He will
And-
literally, as he's feeling this, he'll just like twist at his torso and his head will just turn and kind of like look at it as he's feeling it.
And
Hmm?
as you're feeling brush against it, it pushes back. It is trying to find out what is currently feeling it.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Now, this will advance one of the clocks. You can choose to oppose this.
Okay, I do.
I didn't introduce you guys to the opposition or resistance rolls yet, specifically because I want to get the regular rolling down. So we're doing it now.
Okay.
Now, Desmond, if you want to resist this, you will be rolling resolve.
Raw resolve. Okay.
The way you determine how many dice of resolve you'll be rolling. You see on the leftmost column.
Yep, I mean, hover over it says you click this to resist.
However, a note for whenever you choose to resist, because resisting is not free.
Nothing's free.
Let me just find it. Just so I quote the rules exactly. There we go. There, resistance. Right. So when you choose to resist, you suffer 6 stress immediately, but you subtract that amount of stress with the highest die result from your resistance roll.
Okay. So I take 6 stress, but it's mitigated by a roll. Okay.
Yes, it's mitigated by the resistance roll.
Well, I'm just trying to keep our suspicion low, because oopsie poopsies, I just alerted something. Emphasis on thing.
Yeah. Also, if you get a critical result, that means that you roll 2 6s. You'll not only resist whatever effect it was, you will also clear a point of stress. Just a singular point.
I'm clicking. I got no bonus dice, right? That's all it's asking me. So submit.
That is correct.
So 3 stress.
And the resistance. All right, let us see here. Give me a moment. Okay, so a 3 means I'm just quickly seeing what that means for you. You reduce or avoid the effect of the consequence. Let's see here. I am afraid that does not resist it. It just costed you stress.
It's fine. Desmond's not lucky. It's just how it goes. That's just the story.
Oh, there we go. All right, I'm just going to push this out here. Whatever this clock is just advanced.
Fun.
All right, we're going to move on from Desmond for a moment. Basically, I'm going to let you guys take turns in this. I hope you don't mind. We will move from Desmond over to Lil Mac. What are you doing? You've just entered.
Well, first of all, I am slightly bitching and complaining about the length of this robe. Not built for
Like to
people
crop
of
the
proper
chest.
height.
True, it has not been personalized at all.
What did you say, Sunscreen?
I was, ignore me.
Okay. So as he is wont to do, he surveys the his surroundings and tries to get a feel for the people around him without making note of himself. Would be preferable if no one really noticed him.
Okay, give me just a moment. Sorry about that.
It's okay.
Okay,
And
so
while he's looking around, he would be looking out for the mark that our dear spider had talked about.
alrighty then. Mm, So, what approach are you taking to this?
Well, I don't really have any good points in anything for this, but I would say his background as a servant just going around unnoticed and not getting in people's way. Uh, he hopes to slide around and just bump into the old salt. So I'm not sure if it's somewhere in between survey and prowl.
Ultimately, you have to tell me.
Let me see the. Sure, I think I'll go for prowl for now.
All right. The approach of prowl is going to be a bit of an awkward way of doing it.
Yes.
I will say that you can do it. You will be on risky footing with low effect.
Okay.
Now, the question is, would you like that to change?
I don't think I'm there where I want to take a devil's bargain already. Uh, did you say limited effect?
Yes.
Yeah.
Since prowl is normally meant for keeping yourself hidden, it is not exactly the best way of finding things. Quite the opposite, in fact.
Yeah, I know. The way
It's
I
why
was imagining it was with the servant background of like just slipping around, not being in the way of the people.
Yeah, more
don't
so
wor-
blending in than anything else, right?
don't
Yeah.
worry, it will come up.
Yeah. Um. Sure. That's a no bonus dice.
I was about to say you will get a bonus dice from this.
Oh. Oh, sorry.
Roll a d6. For the 5.
All right, a 5. So you're basically skulking around the place, trying not to get too noticed. Well, let us see here. Um, you what you do notice is that one of the cultists here, someone wearing a sheep mask, has just stopped moving. This is a mingling room. He's just stood there in the middle of the room,
Yeah.
slowly moving his head around, and he slowly moves his face directly towards you.
That's strange.
Well, above you, but
Yeah. Don't really like someone just picking me out of the crowd in the middle of it all. Anything noticeable about this figure and mask?
The room is not exactly well lit. We're looking primarily at candlelight, so it's flickering lights. It's intentionally made so people are vague to look at.
So it's all dim, low light, everything.
Yeah.
Yes. So currently, the main thing that stands out to you is the fact that this person is wearing a sheep's mask.
And is he just maintaining eye contact or like looking this way?
He seems to be quite intently looking in that direction. Or at least facing it. It's hard to tell whether the eyes are open given the mask.
Yeah.
You know,
That's
you
strange.
presume.
Yeah.
Anything else?
That is about all you get out of your observation.
Okie dokie.
So you don't do anything about the guy staring at you? You just let him stare at you?
No, I would like to try and get out of his sight. Like, or at the very least making sure if he is looking at me or not.
You can very easily get out of his sight. Because, again, you're shorter than most, and there's a crowd in here. As you move along, you then realize that he was, in fact, not looking at you. He was looking over you at something.
Rude.
Cool.
Look, it's a feeling Mac is used to, being overlooked constantly. Don't imply nothing.
Metaphorically and physically.
That's right.
That's only so long as he's vertical. Once he's horizontal, no one overlooks him.
Can I
Ooh, he's taller
begin
than
doing
most.
something else?
I'm going to move on so people also get to do things in the scene.
Yeah.
Basically, whenever
Okay.
you roll for something or call for a flashback, that is your quote-unquote turn done.
Yep. It's fine.
Did you want something you wanted to state you wanted to do for the future?
You're welcome to state an intent, or if it's something small, then sure.
No, it was just like after having surveyed the situation for a bit, he wants to start with some finesse work, maybe picking some pockets and figuring out what kind of people are around here. Not necessarily taking stuff, but like kind of, oh, this guy has a lot of money in his pocket, or this woman has like a knife or something. Just figuring out.
I feel like I should point this out to you. You were instructed to take off your clothes and put on the robe. Since
Yeah.
you guys are scoundrels, you'll of course grab your tools and take them with you. You're gonna find
Yeah.
underneath the clothes of most of these people are skin. It's just
So
to sort of set your
I
expectation before you start going on
Here's
off on
what you need to do. You need to feel up every one of the women because I can promise you, Viper can identify most of the women in these circles by bust. You describe them to Viper properly, she'll know exactly who
Yeah,
it is.
and most of the men by bulge.
and specifically one of the women by bulge. But yeah,
But yeah, we'll
that's
be
fine.
taking a look at that once your turn comes back around. We are going to move over to Viper. Viper, you've just entered. The place is, as you've already had explained, it's quite crowded here.
Hmm.
What would you like to do?
I am going to be searching for salt in the crowd.
Searching for salt.
Yes,
And
you
how do
know,
you
his
plan
little
on?
symbol.
Yes, how do you plan on doing this?
Just kind of literally walking around the crowd, trying to see like these dressing rooms that we've been in. Do they all lead to this room, or did they lead to a hallway that led to this room or something?
They would have led to a few different hallways leading to this room, like older chambers where there's more or less only one way you can go.
Right. Would I have seen where he was led so I know in what general area he would have come into this big chamber?
You would not. They are filtering people in slowly, specifically so, you don't know who is who. The goal here is, ecstasy more so than anything else.
Then I'm going to, instead of literally going through the crowd, I'm going to stick a bit towards the sides, not the very outside, but a little bit in between people, and then go around just literally looking for the symbol. Not directly in people's faces, of course, but
Also, I just realized that I should have adjusted one of the clocks. I've done so now. Right.
Which one?
It was one of the clocks I had accidentally set to 4. It should have been set to 6. My bad. Okay.
All right.
So,
Set to sex? Well, I mean, we are here.
so again, you're trying to look for him.
Mm-hmm.
Which approach are you using? You have to tell me what you want to roll.
I think in this case it would be, let me read to me. Just need to make sure that I'm reading the right thing or thinking the right thing. Survey.
Survey. All right. A survey roll would be a risky roll.
All right.
But it would have I'd say it would have standard effect.
I have a question.
All right.
Go ahead.
Would I be able to assist her by how I'm going to be acting when I come into the room myself?
I'd say you could. It was count as aiding them.
Right. That's what I was saying. I was going to use my assist.
Yeah.
So because when Salt does come into the room, unlike everybody else who's looking for each other or looking for me, I'm going to make myself known. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be laughing. I'm going to be talking to people. I'm going to be telling stories. Salt's going to be the center of attention so that it's easier to find him. Does that make sense?
It does.
So that's how I will assist her to give her an extra die.
All right.
So risky, standard, bonus dice 1.
Yes, that is correct. All righty then. So, you're looking around the room, and after having looked around for a bit, again, you get the sense that this is a very it's meant to be a very hush type of gathering. You hear a voice that carries quite a few feet from where it originated. And that is most definitely Salt's voice.
Okay.
He has entered in the rope. He has started, speaking loudly, greeting people, and you can see relatively fast that some of the more established cultists are approaching, and they're essentially doing the whole shh, shh. This is not a place for loud voices. He's being told that he needs to chime down.
Right.
So you do find him, but the crew as a whole gain a point of suspicion. Well, on the
What mask is
suspicion
he wearing?
clock. Well, why don't Salt explain that as he takes his turn? I presume you'll be approaching him.
Yeah.
And as you do, tell him what mask is approaching.
a elegant brown mask of a bear's face.
And on Salt, you see a long horned golden bull that's smiling and laughing with the symbol upon his cheek. And you hear him go, "My apologies. I'm sorry. I thought this was a place where we were going to have some interesting experiences. I didn't realize it was not a occasion for enjoying oneself."
It is an occasion for enjoying yourself, but you are to immerse yourself in the experience, not to cheapen it.
I see. I see. Well, that's not how we do things in Silkshore, but when in Doskvol, as the saying goes.
And you are more or less left to your devices again.
I'm gonna give him like a light tap on his shoulder.
Hello.
Well, good day to you too. Enjoying yourself?
Oh, I'd be better if I had some company. Something particularly venomous at my side would be wonderful.
Well, careful, I bite.
Oh, one could only hope. Oh, I apologize. I believe you have something on your cheek, dear. And I'm going to reach up and carefully put the same marker on her cheek that's on mine.
Righty. You're now both marked.
Nice.
Tell me, I never can remember. How good are your eyes? AKA, he's asking how good your survey skills site is.
I'd say a 1 out of 4.
Do you feel like taking a peek at something or being peeked at?
That completely depends on the context, dear.
The gentleman at the front, I happened to notice he had a list of members he was checking off. Why don't you go complain about your robes and how they don't accentuate your hips as well as you would like? And while doing so, maybe I'll take a quick peek and see if I can't memorize a couple of those names.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, ladies first.
And I'll start walking towards our target. Current target, not main target.
And then as soon as she begins to talk to the person at the front, I'm just going to, as carefully as I can, just try to take a long enough glance to gather names, but not so long as to be suspicious
Okay.
to see what I can see.
I'll say that this will count more as Viper aiding you than actually rolling a thing for themselves.
Sure.
So tell me, what is your approach to getting a good look on that list?
I will be using survey.
Actually, hold on, give me a moment. I'm looking at some of my notes right now. Getting to that list would mean leaving the gathering, since the person with the list is on the outside. It might
Are
not
there?
be a good idea to try and get your hands on that list yet. But
Okay.
eventually the gathering will start in proper, and things will be taken inside. So right now, the list would require you leaving, which is
Okay.
quite a big commitment for you.
Yeah, I don't think we want to do that
Nah,
yet.
I'm done with this party. I'm going.
Yeah. So Like, are people talking in the room? I mean, what's going on that we can interact? Are we all just standing
So,
around waiting for?
so people in the room are talking, but in hushed tones. You see that there are current a few smaller groups are gathered with people. You know, there. It's this whole idea that everything is very hushed. People are whispering. They're being very intimate, and you can hear a bit of laughter, but it's subdued. It's low. It's more chuckling. There's the room with the confessionals. You see quite a few people entering there and entering the booths. And a lot of people who want to be a bit louder are immediately heading for the gardens. And you can see, while it is covered in shadow, you can see in the corners of the garden some people are taking advantage of the slightly more secluded area. And you imagine that these things will be done less discreetly as the night progresses.
Gotcha. Oh, I'm curious. I do believe I have some sins I need to confess, my dear. And he will step in over and enter one of the confessionals.
Alrighty.
As I do, I will sarcastically say, "Forgive me, Father, for I have sinned."
And you hear a voice on the other side, a woman's voice whose voice I am not going to attempt to replicate. I am not that good at voice acting.
Aww.
But it sounds a bit like an older woman, but not in the like old crone way, more in the older dignified lady way.
MILF, not GILF. Got it.
Yep.
Don't laugh at that, Nexus. Don't dignify that with a laugh.
You will find no farther here, my dear bull.
Good. I prefer things that way usually.
But do tell me, what are the things that are weighing on your mind, the things you cannot speak to others about, the things that you would want?
Oh, there's so much pressure in my job. You know, trying to find new and unusual experiences, conveying them to my patrons. Oh, tell you, I can't even figure out a good place to pawn off some of the things I brought in from Silkshore. Kill a man for a good fence.
I don't believe that is something we can help you with here. Think more of what your body yearns for, the flesh.
You know, I said I do prefer the ladies, but maybe someone younger, more lithe, someone with a deft hand, but in control, forceful, taking what they want. Maybe that could be interesting.
And you speak of a man, then?
This time.
Very well. Please remain seated. And you hear the door on the other side of the confessional open. And you hear someone leave. And now you might be getting what this is.
Mm-hmm. Old school grinder. Let's go.
That is exactly what's going on.
Gonna swipe
Swiping left, swiping right. La 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 la.
Hey, you know what? You can laugh all you want, Centauri. It's working.
We are going to move on from you for a moment as you sit there. Oh, go ahead.
I will say this one thing. The amount of effort being exerted on my side not to comment throughout all of that needs to be appreciated.
Yes.
Oh, it is. It is.
It is.
I'm sorry for playing the game the way it's meant to be played, sir.
I'm enjoying the shit out of myself. Just go.
Never thought you would hear Santorin talk like that, huh?
Not on our. But I only hear that when it's on Tuesdays. That's usually after a beer. I mean,
Well,
Which is why you've never heard it, because I don't drink.
go on, please.
So we let's see. I am the hardest to hear. Okay, give me a moment. Let's see if we can fix that. Well, that's already boosted all it can. I do not know what I can really do to up my own voice outside of just lowering
OBS?
everyone. Yeah, I'm in
Turn up your
OBS. It's already all the way up.
Dang. Then
Sound off
lower
like you got a
everyone
pair.
else.
Hello. Should I use my projecting voice for speaking engagements?
I now want to hear you
more like
do
your
a
TV
training in
presenter
that
voice.
This just in. The Nazis were driven back in his latest Allied push towards Berlin.
Oh,
Like
here we
that?
go. Here's something that might help.
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, how's this? Is this any different for you?
La dee da dee da dee da. Stream delay is great.
I've tried upping it a bit more to see if that helps a little better. To be fair, I could see that it wasn't detecting my voice all that high. Also, we do have a slightly. Okay, we'll try and move it a bit higher then. All right, moved it up a bit again. Checking, checking, checking. I already I put it up by 20%. It's at 160% now. All right, how's it here? I don't think I can safely turn it off much louder. Checking, checking. I think this is about as loud as I can possibly turn it. All right. Right. Moving back to where we were. So, Salt is currently sat in the booth waiting for service. We're going to move on to Desmond for a bit. Desmond,
See, senor.
whatever was there managed to brush against you. You didn't get the sense that it was hostile, but you get the sense that it was curious. And
Well,
the
I
fact that
DM'd
it
you
was
something. I DM'd you something. So take that into note. I messaged you that a few minutes ago. So with that, if you read that, and with that in mind, Desmond is going to not attempt to find Salt, and he's going to see what's going on with that. You know, because he's his mind's caught. He's too curious.
that makes sense.
Because something's going on here, and he's got to figure it out. And so, as it brushes up against him, and it's curious. Well, what is it feeling? What is it like? I'm trying to. Like, I might even like walk up to the door and not even realize I'm doing it. That's how Desmond is right now.
as you're approaching the door, there are two people in front. Well, one of them sort of, puts his hand in front and goes, "Please, initiate. It's not time yet."
I'm sorry, I'm just a little
I understand.
enthusiastic.
I understand. It's your first time here. It's understandable that you're a bit anxious, excited. For now, just take a few deep breaths. It can be overwhelming with a room of people. There's the outside if you need some air.
He's
There's the
nodding along.
confessionals
Yeah.
if you'd want to explore a bit. And refreshments should be out shortly.
Oh, wonderful. Can you, since it's my first time, can you like tell me a little bit about what happens when it happens? Like, what's it like?
Well, it's quite an
And
experience.
I do really want you to understand that Desmond is not playing up. He really is curious.
Yeah. Let's say you need to roll something to get more information out of him at this point. Because, they're doing the whole, no, wait and see. We don't want to spoil it.
Yeah,
So
and he's playing the innocent, overly enthusiastic kind of like person. And he's really into the occult, and so he's. What do you need to roll? Consort?
Well, what do you want to roll, consort?
Yeah, I think consort fits. Because I'm playing up to his background of how he grew up and his interests and all stuff like that, and kind of like just, hey, we're worlds apart, me and this guy, but hey, I'm kind of interested in maybe this is the cult stuff. Let's talk.
Yeah. In that case, you can go ahead and roll consort. You are rolling from a controlled position.
Okay.
And basically,
the effect is
there's yes, effect would be standard, because
no bonus
there's
dice.
not a whole lot of risk since it is genuine curiosity. You're not fishing for more information than what you're curious about.
Yeah. And I'm not like pushing for secret stuff. I'm just like, hey, like, give me the end. Like my first time, tell me what's going to happen. I'm really. So no bonus dice.
Also, I was meant to click that before your turn started. My bad. I'm clicking it now.
The crew thing. Yeah, I gotcha.
Yeah.
Got a 4.
Okay, a 4. So that means you'll be getting some information. You'll not be getting complete information. There's not going to be a drawback to you rolling, since it is controlled. So they're not going to be more suspicious of you because you're just curious. So, what you're getting? Well, it's a spiritual experience. We have an older member here who takes a stroll through us. You tell them your name, your real name, not some sort of alias, and they'll bring you into this. How do I explain this right? You get the fact that it's not that he's withholding it for you, it's that he's looking for the right words.
Yeah, he's like start looking up into the sky, like, how do I tell you this correctly? Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Imagine if you were feeling what everyone is feeling all at once.
So, I'm a man of simple terms. So if I were to understand this, we all have one big orgy, and then we all feel it.
That is exactly it. You touch someone and you are touched.
That has to be the most singularly amazing experience. And he's like, as he's saying this, he's actually talking about like the connection of minds themselves. Like how are you accomplishing this? What are you doing? Like this has to be. And so he's thinking like there has to be a demon in there. There has to be an elder vampire. Is Skurlock in there? His mind is racing.
Watch as I put Skurlock in fucking lace and a corset. Just sat on a chair.
He comes out looking like Tim Curry straight out of Rocky Horror. Yes.
I will admit I had considered it.
if you didn't, then I would not. I think our friendship would have a turn. So yes. Thank you. Thank you.
Now he gestures towards you see a person basically all the servants all wear dove masks so to sort of stand out a little. Oh,
Mhm.
over here. He gestures towards you, and the servant comes over to you with a tray.
Yes.
Now these masks they do cover your head, but they can be lifted relatively easily. You can see on this tray there's a number of small glasses on it. Well, not glasses, small metal cups. And as he gets close, you smell something that you know. You smell electroplasm in small amounts. This is a material you're familiar with.
I have some on my person right now. The hell
Yeah.
are you talking about?
You smell it in small amounts, and you can smell alcohol. It's been mixed with various things.
Now it's very important for Desmond to find the rest of the group. He has to warn them, don't eat or drink anything.
Go
There's a
ahead.
psychoactive effect
Or
in there.
Right at that time, Viper accepting a glass of wine.
Exactly.
So
I was like, oh, okay, I've been distracted too long. I need to go find the group.
Lil Mac just
uh,
being under the table already.
I don't
Uh,
like the implication being under the table in this cult.
Oh yeah.
under the table, because that's just his natural height. He just walks and he goes under tables. It's like there's no ducking involved.
So you see that the servant is looking at you. The two people by the door are also looking at you as he goes, "Go ahead, have a drink."
Hee.
He's going to see if he can get away with faking a sip.
Mm.
Yes, we're faking it.
Finesse.
I will say that will, in this case, count as resisting harm.
You want me to roll prowess to resist? Okay.
Effectively. Actually, no. You are correct. This is an active thing. You're allowed to roll your finesse. You're doing it right. I am being a bully. I should not be doing that.
I don't mind it if you feel like playing with us a little bit. It's just let's do it
Yeah.
fairly.
Yeah, that's also why I'm saying no. You are right. It should be finesse.
Like manipulate, like, oh no, it's risky. It's not controlled. Like, but I think it's do that. Yeah.
Yeah, you are correct. This will be a finesse roll. It
This would
will
be desperate.
be not
I'm gonna say it's
desperate.
desperate.
Yeah, it will
Oh.
be desperate. Actually, it will be desperate. I was about to say not risky but desperate, but you said
Risky is
desperate.
normal.
I was not
Controlled is
hearing you.
better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Risky is normal.
This
Controlled is
is
better. Desperate is
yeah. This is desperate because you have 3 sets of eyes on you.
And it's standard. I'm not doing anything fancy. Standard effect. And
Yeah.
no bonus dice.
Not unless you want to push it. Never mind.
Well then.
Also, make sure to mark a point of experience.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
So, you take the glass. You take it under the mask. You can really smell it then, but you only recognize it because you know what this smell is. And under the
I'm
mask, they
going to
can't
play
say
up
what you're
what I
doing under there.
think. Yeah. I'm going to play up what I think the effect would be. Probably a little bit more potent, a little more euphoric, and so you'd be like, "Oh yeah, okay, nice, thank you," that kind of thing. To play
I'd
into the
say,
fake
given
set.
given that you work with electroplasm, you do know that if you're at a plant for a long time where it's produced,
Mhm.
it does have a very light-heading effect.
Mhm.
You'll start getting dizzy, you'll start getting disoriented. It's not good for you.
No, it's
And
an amplifier of many different things. You throw it in, and it punches up the effect of stuff. Yeah, you don't want to play with it.
yeah, so your assumption would be that yes, what you initially said would be correct. So yeah, you
And so
you have
and then he'll mingle off. It's like, thank you, appreciate talking to you. I'll try to let me just experiment around it for the other things that are available before the time comes. And that's how he's going to separate himself and try to find the rest of the group and warn them.
of course, it'll still be some time. And at this point, I'm going to reveal what one of your clocks is because you have gotten information that would tell you that.
It's how long it is before the orgy.
If you look at your
Or how long
clocks, you'll see one of the clocks now says ritual starts.
ritual starts. Yeah.
Ritual in quotation marks.
The orgy.
Oh.
Oh,
All
it's
right.
pretty much this is a full-on cult. That's a ritual.
Oh yes, this is a ritual. We're gonna move away from Desmond for a bit, as you know, you're walking away from this chamber with this glass in
There
your
you go.
hands of whatever might be mixed in.
Mhm.
And you can see that these glasses are started to be handed out to people. We're gonna move over to Lil Mac. Lil Mac, lost and alone in a crowd full of strangers. And sadly for you, you are in deck height.
What do you mean, sadly?
I'm in
right where I
heaven.
want to be.
He's German. He loves the sausages.
Bring me more bratwurst. My mouth is not full yet.
God.
What are you
So-
Americans being taught in school about the Germans?
That's not what I got taught in
know.
school. It's what I got taught in line. And if you want the Germans to present themselves differently online, then I need to go to better websites.
I thought it was what you were taught by South Park, but fair enough. So
Germans are weird.
Lil Mac, you can see that, you know, some waiters have started handing out refreshments. It's these little metal cups. The weird guy you saw in the center of the room, you saw him basically sort of walk in a daze towards those two people. He stood there talking with them for a bit and seemed to take a sip from the cup he was handed.
Yeah.
And that's about where you are right now. There was a commotion in a corner of the room before. It was someone being a bit loud. It was out of your earshot. You couldn't really hear it from across the room.
It could be. Well, Mac is still gonna continue to avoid people. Well, not people, but notice.
Yeah.
And that also includes any refreshments or whatever. And as I said before, he will start to try and get a feel for the people around him. Literally.
Right. So we're about to do a bit of, if I understand, not pickpocketing, but you're checking people's pockets. It's that sort of more the angle.
Yeah, like if they have anything on them that might give more information about them or what kind of person they are. Like, just, oh, this person brought something like extra lube or like just
Dude.
something uh, to try and suss out what these kind of people are. And who knows? There might be someone here who is also having their own gig.
I'll tell
It
you,
would be
multiple
good to
people
know.
here are having their own gig right now.
They're getting gigged right, left, and right.
No, that's gagged.
Oh, right.
Sorry. Thank you. Sorry.
No. No. When that blast, you skip past A, E, I, and go to I.
It's a deep. Okay. But,
Um, yes, so that is that right now.
All right. In that case, I'll say go ahead. I presume you wanted to do finesse for this.
Yes. And if he gets, let's say, caught, his
Yep.
idea is still like, well, I'm just taking a feel, trying to find out the goods for later.
Mm. I see. I see.
See, the only best way to find the right one is with mouthfeel, really.
So
Yeah,
spread them apart and
but
let me
Lucky
give it a
he is
kiss.
exactly the right height.
Let me give it a kiss for good luck before it goes on its next big adventure. Mwah.
Tell me, do you believe in the love of the Irish?
Rub my head. I'll give you some luck.
Why is it green?
yes,
Tug my beard.
let me
Call me
let me
daddy.
braid my beard to your pubes. Anyways,
Lock ourselves together for the rest of the night. Oh god.
What is this session, guys?
It's Doc's creation. This is what he
Yeah.
wanted. This is a
I am
So,
so
filter of
happy.
his own mind's desires.
do I roll finesse?
Yes,
Here?
go right ahead.
No, roll a
So-
tune. You're getting close.
So the finesse roll will be it will be a risky position. The effect will be standard. It's not particularly effective or ineffective in this case. And again,
Yeah.
you can always try for a devil's bargain. You can always pay 2 stress to get an additional die. And I'm going to enforce that those 2 stress has to be paid before you roll. Just pointing that out.
Yeah, but nah, I'm good.
All right.
Mac is willing to play the little creep at this gathering.
All right. Go ahead and roll.
Does he have to really play that hard?
Wow.
Oh, he doesn't have to. He's so good at it. Take that experience point.
All right. So, you're getting a little bit handsy with some people. You're quite a skilled pickpocket. So, with the way these robes are a little bit heavy, a little accidental touch here and there, people will chalk up to just the robe folding weirdly for a moment, as you're walking and things like that. And things are going quite well for you. However, as you're sort of, doing your thing, you do see for a brief moment as someone passes. You don't manage to catch who it is. But you see that someone has tucked a knife in their socks.
Oh. Interesting.
It's only a brief moment. You manage to get a look at the sock they were wearing, the color. It doesn't give you a whole lot. But it's a start.
Yes.
All right. Outside of that, I mean, yeah, you're getting the idea that some people came quote unquote wearing things.
Yes.
And beyond that, we're not going into details with.
But no other significant identifiers or interesting items.
Not really, no.
No. Okay.
Um,
That's fine.
most people are bare ass naked under there. It's a few
Yeah.
rare individuals who are wearing things like garter belts or the like underneath. But that's about the only things you really gather. Most people here are here for the legitimate purpose of this.
But there's a guy with a knife. Yeah.
One person here chose to carry a knife.
Is it a man?
You don't know. You
I
didn't get a good
only
enough look at
caught
them.
the socks.
Gotcha.
You just caught like the rim of it as it walked past you.
I caught the rim job.
Good
So
at rim jobs.
yeah,
Right height for it too.
so I guess that's that for now.
Yeah, and you managed to basically get it done completely without being noticed. Your height
Wonderful.
definitely helps there. Are you going anywhere in particular after this?
You said I heard the commotion, but I didn't um
Yeah,
hear what it was.
you heard there was a small commotion. Someone was being a bit louder than the whispers around here. So, the
Yeah.
voice could be, you could hear a voice above the crowd.
I guess I'll try moving in that direction to see if there's anything going on that I should be aware of.
All right, all right. In that case, we are moving away from you for now towards Viper. Viper, the
Yeah.
last thing you saw Salt doing was moving towards the confessionals. You've yet
Mhm.
to see any of the others.
I've trailed a bit after him because he is basically our point to gather to, or
Yeah,
at least find. So I will not be exactly next to the confession booth, but I will be at a place where I can see the booth, but also be visible for the others in case they notice my symbol, because currently Salt is not visible for the others.
that is correct.
Other than
Now,
that, I'm more taking in the scene to see how people are acting.
yeah, you did see a person from the other confessional exit.
Mm-hmm.
They were wearing the mask of a porcupine,
Okay.
and they left
Sonic.
from the other half of that confessional towards the end of the hall. The door at the end of the confessional area,
Yeah.
where they enter through there. The door doesn't appear locked or guarded in any way. You could easily go after should you wish.
Right. I'll just take a mental note of where they have gone currently. I'd
All
like
right.
to stay more to the proximity of Salt than to disappear into the crowd again. So I will be keeping an eye on that door they went through to see if they come back, maybe. But, yeah.
All right. So, what will you be doing? Are you just going to be acting the lookout?
I think I would be taking some note of, for example, that door that the porcupine went through to see if there's more spots like that, just to clock the surroundings.
Okay.
Getting a lay of the land, if you will. Hee hee.
Um,
Yeah, exactly.
More or less the only doors you can see that are actively being used are the ones I describe. You don't know
Mhm.
what's beyond that door at the end unless you go through it.
Yeah. I mean, that's fine. It's more
What
to
you
see
do,
where people are freely going back and forth from.
what you do see, however, is that some people come and go from this particular door, and you see that when the door opens, there are some, well, curtains or veils just on the other side of it to obscure view. And you see that people that come here enter into the different confessional booths. And as you're standing there looking,
Hmm.
you see a person approach.
Hmm.
Give me a moment. Let's see here. They are wearing the mask of a stoat. And they enter the confessional booth that the porcupine left, meaning the one connected to where Salt went.
Right. Hmm.
You are free to do something should you wish. Unless you'd like to skip.
I mean, I doubt that there's anyone actually acting off to the whole thing going on.
What do you mean acting off?
Well, Loop is here because he's part of this cult, so he's not going to be standing out from the rest.
That is correct.
So maybe listen into some of the conversations going on around me.
Okay. How do you plan on doing that?
By opening my ears. Just
What
kind of.
roll?
I think in this case, I would, again, stay within proximity of the booth that Salt is in, but just do a little bit of a walk around and just literally listen to what people are saying. So I think that would be a survey again.
Okay.
Nah, yeah.
Go ahead and roll me a survey. You're in a controlled position, but the
Mhm.
effect will be limited.
All right. Heh. Mm,
Yeah, you're walking around, sort of listening in on talks, and you get the sense from the talks that people are effectively discussing fetishes.
okay.
That seems to sort of be the general topic. And as you're standing there, listening in, uh, a person wearing a dove mask comes up to you. He's carrying a big old tray, and he goes, "Refreshments." You can see there's various, not metal, but sort of like silver cups on it.
Mhm.
And you can see that the tray is not full. People have taken it, and as you're looking around, people have these cups in their hands.
Does it seem like wine?
It's hard to tell.
Oh man.
The lighting in this room is not great.
Is it a wine glass?
No, it's a small silver cup,
Sure, I'll take a cup.
right? Do you do anything with the cup now that you have it in hand?
Finish the round, and then if nothing happens, or I don't see Salt exit, or that porcupine leaving the room again, then I would probably take a sip.
We'll get to that in a moment.
Mm-hmm.
We are going to move over to Salt. Salt, you've been sitting there for a minute, three-ish, sort of, a 3 minute thereabout. When you hear the door open and then close on the other side. I understand you were looking for a father tonight.
Fuck you say?
Sorry.
Did you?
I'm not looking for a father. I'm looking for a daddy.
She said it. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Shush. Shush.
Potentially. Are you worth confessing to?
I should certainly hope so. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I understand this is your first evening here.
It is. It is. I'm a purveyor of experiences back home and just trying to increase my inventory, but I always prefer to sample the goods before I dole them out, if you catch my meaning.
I most definitely do. I'm myself a purveyor,
Interesting.
although not of experiences. Well, tonight maybe, but normally no.
Now, one of the things that really catches my interest is I like to own things. Knowledge, people, items.
Hmm.
What can you give me that I could have that no one else has?
I could give you a scent unlike anyone else.
A scent?
Scent.
Natural or concocted?
Both. One for tonight and one to take with you.
That could be interesting.
But I'll be needing to own something in return. Nothing comes for free. So why don't you come with me into one of the back rooms and we'll get to know each other?
Oh, but you haven't told me your price yet.
Oh, I think you know my price. Don't you, little bull?
Be careful. You don't want to get caught too badly by this horn.
Effectively, I'm going to drop out of it now because otherwise this is going to get real awkward.
It's going to get real. What? Get real what?
Awkward.
Oh, I thought you said something else. I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I don't want you to have the VOD of this episode. You're doing something weird.
Reminded of this time I sat next to somebody at Dell and we played the Who's Gayer game until the
You
point we
won.
could. No, I said we have to stop because we're just going to like start gambling or comparing who can drink the most cum. I mean, that's all the competition at that point because none of us is backing down.
Did you get to making out or? Come on,
I was
get
sitting in
to
his
the
lap
story.
and grinding on him in the cube
Wow.
aisle at Dell. And he was like, yeah, okay. It's like, okay, we got to stop, dude. You realize, like, yeah, I know. We're not backing down. It's
You're
like,
trying
yeah.
to build his workstation.
It's pretty much it.
All right.
I still think I have you beat, but that's besides
Go
the
ahead.
point.
I'm just reminded of that. Like, you're just playing
We'll
a
let you
chaos
win that trophy,
contest.
Doc. We will let you win that trophy.
Exactly. Yeah, you won. You're gayer than the rest of us, Doc. You did it. Thanks for sharing your story.
You're right, I did it.
You're right on the best.
That's
Sure
not my
showed
meaning.
that. Yeah, you
Anyway.
sure showed us, Doc.
So, you get the idea that, it's being taken to a back room in private. I don't think I need to explain to you what it is he's implying.
Right.
Does Salt actually do it?
Well,
though?
That's
the
what
question.
I'm
Like, he's
asking
playing up
now.
to. Like, does Salt go through with it?
Yeah,
I'm not
that's
saying
what
nothing. I'm just curious.
As we step out, can I see Viper? Is she close enough?
Yes, she would be a few meters from here.
And then it's Stoat Boy that's with us.
Yes, he is roughly 2 heads taller than you, but he is quite like, he's not broad or anything, he's tall.
Hold on. Would you mind if my wife joined us? Or is this just a thing for me and you?
oh. What?
I wouldn't mind an audience.
I'm not sitting in the cuck chair.
Chair.
She wants to join in.
Oh, she's a hands-on participant.
She was a milkmaid before we got married. Anyway, we're moving.
How we met? Really?
I'm trying to think.
Good luck.
I'm gonna wait here, and I'm gonna walk over to Viper, just like I need you, and he's moving his hands like he's explaining something. And says like I'm explaining something to you, and I need you to shake your head no.
What?
I need to see some sort of roll for this.
Finesse, I would say. Because that's my
I-
idea of like a visual play. You're trying to fake something.
I'll say it's whatever you think makes sense. You know, again, depending on what you're using, it could be more or less effective. I'd like to try to explain
Also,
something
how is the
using
guy
luck.
just like, oh yeah, your wife can join us? Well, we're not supposed to, know or recognize each other in here with all the masks.
Well,
Ooh, that's a good idea. I should back that up then.
well, it's also one of those things where it's probably not uncommon for people to like, if you've been there
Yeah.
a few times, or you come
Yeah, but we
together.
haven't.
You're
He knows
close.
we haven't because he
If you
mentioned I was
come
new.
together, yes.
And there's also the fact that the mask system, it has an intent, but it is an imperfect system. If you want to bypass it, you can.
Lift up the mask.
Right.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
literally.
Gotcha.
what?
Okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna go with him.
Oh, really?
I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go with him.
Why not?
Okay, so
We are not gonna fade to black.
I need
Yes,
to hear.
we are.
We're
We
not
talked
gonna
about
need
this
to.
last time.
We're not
Oh, we're
gonna
not
need
going
to.
to. Okay.
I promise you,
Okay.
we're not gonna need to.
Okay.
Aww.
Salt's gonna
man.
risk it for the biscuit.
So
That is an unfortunate choice of words given the circumstances.
you're giving up
Yep.
the biscuit
Oh,
for this?
you want to play biscuit?
All right.
You're giving up the biscuit.
Yep. I'm gonna.
See, that's
Well, this is
interesting
either-
because I was curious if that salt was that way. Was willing to play that angle just for the score.
Was willing to go that all the way on that for the score? No.
Huh.
All right. So you get to the sort of this back area. You see that this is basically, this is a monastery that you're in. This is where the monks and nuns would normally live. And
Mhm.
once you're here and the doors are closed, you're behind these sort of heavy curtains. There's no mistaking what is going on in these rooms. You can
Mhm.
hear the noises. He's leading you towards a room. The room is just like everything else, draped over in velvet. It looks very luxurious, but it's one of those things where it looks luxurious when you look at it. Once you take a closer look, you see, oh, there's some ruined walls just behind. The floor is a bit harder than you might like. You get the idea.
Oh, these masks, they chafe. Can't imagine having to wear something like this all the time.
Well, you can take it off in here.
Are you used to wearing masks?
I wear them when I attend plays and, of course, these events. In private, not so much, although I wish I could. I suppose
Really?
I could. Nothing's really stopping me.
Do you mind? I've never done something like this with somebody I didn't really know.
Oh, don't you worry. I'll lead. He is, by the way, taking off the mask once you're inside the room.
I think it would be something
I'll
that.
say. Oh,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
Go ahead. I was just gonna say.
Uh,
Go ahead.
I'm letting you finish.
Oh,
Just to make things a little bit easier and more comfortable for me. My name is Alistair. Alistair Vale.
He is taking off his mask. You know who this man is.
Who is it?
Wait, is it, question. Is it somebody that only Salt knows?
It's more given Salt's background of moving in many areas. I'll say he knows
Ah.
of this person.
Okay.
He's not someone you've ever had close interactions with, but you've seen him. He's a perfumer. He makes perfumes for the aristocracy, which means that
Ooh.
he does attend quite a few parties of the upper echelon. You also know that he is partial to drinks, and he is specifically partial to one area you've seen him a few times. He does back alley fighting, sort of the, in the basement of clubs, bare knuckle boxing. Like he doesn't just attend them, like he fights in them, and he's a quite good boxer.
Does that line up with any of the knowledge or information we've gotten about Loop?
It doesn't directly, but given that he moves in so many circles, he might know him.
Do I know anything else about this man's personality?
You know that he's not flamboyant. He is. Do you know the term a dandy?
Yes.
He's very much that type. He's the type who stands out in society, who's a bit rude, a bit of a quote unquote mean girl, if you will.
Yep.
But he
Girls.
does. He rumor monks. He's happy to run with rumors, run his mouth.
Can I sit down and be honest with you for a moment?
Of course you can. Alistair, yes?
Yes. Yes, you may
Oh.
have heard of me. I work in a similar line of work of you. Now that I'm being straightforward, I do recognize you and know of the line that you work in. I work perfumes, Dream Lotus distillations, that sort of thing. Something I do out in Silkshore, which is how I know of you and your name.
I thought you looked familiar.
Yes, I'm sure we've bumped into each other here and there in the different places where we acquire our materials.
Likely quite a bit less than we're about to, but yes.
There's someone I'd heard rumored would be here, and that's who I'm honestly somewhat infatuated with. I'm a bit of a fan of his. And to be frank, I'm not quite sure you're him.
Well, why don't you tell me who it is you're looking for? I
Have
might
you
be him.
have you heard of a man named Luke? Works with the Wraiths?
Yes. Yes, I believe I have. Can't say I've had the pleasure, but I know of him.
He's again with the work that we both do. He actually robbed one of my stagecoaches about 3 months ago, and the interesting thing is he had a kerchief that got stuck. The smell. Do you understand? The smell is a blend of salt and lavender. Something acrid. The way
I'm
it
going.
blended, oh, it was ecstasy.
I
That's
need to see your roll to see how effective this is.
would this be so? I know what I would like. I
Yeah.
would like to say consort because I'm using my fine cover identity to add to the believability of all of this.
Yeah. I'll say you can choose to use consort. It will put your position at desperate, but effect at standard.
Okay, all right, that's what we'll do then.
Right? And again, if you want to push yourself, okay. E5. Okay.
Is there a rule for rolling doubles or triple, like getting all the same?
There is a rule for rolling multiple sixes. That is a crit.
Oh, so it's only the sixes that okay.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Multiple sixes is a crit. Multiple
I-
ones is a fumble, and you
So
don't
wait,
want
what
that.
is so back up there with Nexus's roll with the 6-5? That wasn't a crit, even though he got a 6. He just got a really good success.
Yes, a
Right,
6
he would have had
is
to have more than 1 6.
But if I
Yes.
rolled 1 dice and I got a 6, that would be a crit because all my dice.
No, you cannot crit with a single dice. You just get the best possible
Oh.
result.
So what? So is it the crit that gives you the experience, or is it the 6 that
The
gives you the
6 gives you
experience?
an
It's the fact
Oh.
that you're rolling a desperate roll. That is what gives you an experience point.
Oh, okay. Okay. Getting a 6 on a desperate roll gets you experience. All right.
No, just rolling a desperate roll. Doesn't matter if you succeed or you fail.
Oh,
So long as you roll something desperate, you're gaining experience. You're
okay.
risking yourself. You're putting yourself out there. You're
Yeah,
doing
and
something.
you don't do it too much, you
either.
end up as a corpse. Yeah, yeah. But when you
Yeah.
do, yeah. Gotcha. Thank
Yeah.
you. I literally thought it was like 6s or crits, something along those lines to get you the experience point. Sorry.
That's all right. That's right.
I'm sorry, what did you say this guy's actual name was?
I don't think we got to that part. Sorry.
Oh.
You should get his name. Give me just a moment. Let's see. We have him here.
We just put it in the chat for everybody to see.
Andreas Longhollow.
So Salt should have marked down a resolve for that desperate roll, even though he got a 5.
Yes, you
Okay.
would get a point of experience for the roll.
Yeah, I marked it down.
Cool.
So a 5.
I'm telling you, Andreas, as much as me and you may have some fun with both of our proclivities towards that particular scent, or that sensation, we've got to find him. It'll be worth it, I promise you.
Trying to get him on your side.
Let's see here. Okay. So he is going to propose that yes, he'll be happy to help you look for him, but he does need a little help from you first. You can choose whether you want to accept that, which means that you'll be spending a point of time, meaning that the next time your turn comes around, you'll be skipped because you are occupied.
What kind of help does he need?
Man's horny. It's this type of place. You can turn him down. He'll take it in a. He'll still help you, but it will cause a point of suspicion. Just a single point.
Oh. Does
You
he
can do the
take?
old reach around.
Does he literally take one for the team?
Salt has
up to
done
you.
worse.
You don't know what Salt's done.
He earned the salty name one way or another.
It's not in any of the ways you're thinking.
By taking it on the chin?
I will say though, if you choose to spend the time, you can also, should you wish, add him to your contacts.
Oh,
Oh, the context is not static. Oh.
No, you can add people to your contacts.
Or remove
Ugh.
them with a knife.
Oh, jeez.
The question is, do you see Salt, not you, do you see Salt as the kind of person who is just metropolitan, you know?
He's so detached from any of that.
So does it matter to him that is like this event doesn't matter to him? Or is he going to be like, it doesn't matter to me that I don't want to do it?
It's the whole notion of that type of interaction with anybody.
Oh, so just like
It-
he's frigid. He's just cold.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Cool. So how are you going to get out of this? Or We just let it happen.
He's going to take the time. He's going to have to. Because
Okay.
the advantage it conveys is just too strong.
All right,
Because
and
you want that contact. Yeah. I
I'll
got
say
you.
it's
Yeah.
up to you whether you want to add him as a contact. If you do, he will be adding as a point, as an arrow, as a friendly contact.
Yep. Yeah. Can you send
That's
me
interesting.
details on him at some point so I can put him in there properly?
Yep, I
His
definitely can.
contact
Nari, did you hear any
information.
of that?
Sorry?
Nari just got back. Did you hear any of that, Nari?
No?
Okay, so
Don't, no, we don't have to tell her. We don't have to
Okay.
tell her anything.
nope.
I'm going
So
to
how
tell
much
her
He
what
went
she
into
saw.
that room and nothing happened. You know nothing.
I'm going to tell Nari what her character would have seen. So you saw Salt leave his booth together with the stout mask.
Mm-hmm.
They went through the door in the back together. And unless you on your turn decide to follow, that is as much as you'll know for now. But we'll get to that when we get to your turn. Okay?
Sure.
Okay. In that case, we are moving on back to Desmond.
Oh no.
Also,
Why do you have to go back to the wild card? You know I'm just gonna fuck this whole thing up.
time has passed. To remind you of what you did last, you saw that they had started to hand out these classes. You know what's in them. You know this is bad.
Yeah,
And
I
you
know what
wanted
they're
to
building
try
up
and
to.
find.
It's a psychoactive charge across the entire group, and it's going to harvest energy. Yeah, I know. Desmond's got to keep. We got to get out of here before this starts.
Yeah.
Nah.
You don't
Also,
want the consequences of what happens after this happens. So I was going to say, you don't. Go ahead, Doc, please.
I believe you also talked that you want to warn them about the drinks. Eating or drinking.
Yeah, I want to find the group. Like I completely not
Yeah.
found the group. I'm now actively trying to seek. I'm looking for short guys with red hair. I'm looking for the mark on the mask to find Salt. I'm looking for a woman with red hair and just does it look like Viper? Seeing if she's got the mark yet. Those kind of things. I'm doing all of that. So my survey is what I'm kind of doing right now.
Okay. Again, you're welcome to try and find them in ways other than survey. Survey is the most logical, but it is not the only way of doing it. Just to remind
His
you that
idea
you're
is
completely
mostly
free to. Sorry.
I'm going to, you know what? You bring that up. I'm actually going to play into what my character would instinctively do, just because he's so steeped in a cult and like his mind goes to those comfortable places. He's going to attune. He's going to try to find the familiar feels of his friends or of his accomplices.
All right. Go ahead and roll an attune. This will be a desperate roll,
Desperate.
but the
Standard
effect
effect.
will be greater.
Oh. I got to cancel that roll. Give me a second. Good luck to me. Fuck my ass. I'm actually gonna push that.
I
Okay.
mean, you're in a place where that could be,
I'd like to point
arranged
out
for you.
that you could also opt for a devil's bargain.
Well, push yourself a devil's bargain is just a trade up between taking stress or a potential downfall.
Sometimes.
It's just one dice, right? It's just one dice, either or, right?
Not necessarily. A devil's bargain can be things more than just that. But by the book, yes, it is just a die.
Okay, so that's how it's understood mechanically. So making sure I understand
Yeah.
it mechanically. Whatever you want to do with it after that point, I was making sure I understand what it
Yeah.
is. So it's one dice, push myself to stress, or I take a potential downfall if I fail this one dice roll. So if I get 4 and above, I don't take the fault, but I might take something if I fail that roll. Okay. And
Yeah.
you'll play with it however you want to as a DM. I got it.
So what I'm offering you here is I can offer you a guarantee that what you're trying to do will succeed.
Okay.
It will succeed. Something bad will happen. Well, not bad in the sense that it's not going to be catastrophic. Your crew's not going to be exposed. But you're going to be
A
stretching to some
generally
things you
negative
might have.
effect that may not.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it may not
You're
be today, it
stretch.
may not be tomorrow. It may
No,
just
no,
be
no,
6 months
no,
down.
no.
Oh,
It's something that will happen immediately.
oh, fuck.
You are stretching into the occult parts of this cult, and
We-
something will take note.
Is it the creature that's
wait.
nearby?
Yes.
But it's bad. You literally said it's bad.
It can be.
I love how you tried to turn that around. That's
So
so funny.
you're desperately looking for us, and it will succeed to find
I'm
one
already
of us.
attuned to the ghost
But
field
we
of this
will have
place.
already
Yeah.
taken the drink, and that's done the bad thing.
Who knows what it's going to be? It could be that I get like sucked into the psychic field that's being generated and I'm entranced. Who knows what's going to happen? My mind is a whirl with possibilities.
But I promise you that you will find them.
I don't doubt. I think I would rather take 2 stress and just get that extra dice. Yes,
All right?
am I dangerously close to taking a negative effect from way too much stress? 100%.
Yes, trauma is permanent.
Trust me, I know, and I got my sights set on which one I want. If you're willing to
All
work with me on
right.
which one I want to pick out,
One?
okay? Yeah,
Right?
trust me, I say want because I will add to the character.
Yeah, that's fine. So if you just want to push yourself, you're welcome to do so.
That is a tilt. That's an apostrophe. Sorry about that. All right, I guess fuck myself. I guess I'm just lost. I'm in this party just trying to connect myself to the ghost field, and I'm just lost.
So you're once more extending your feelers out into this room, and almost immediately you get the sense of the same sense you got before.
I try to avoid it. I guess it's like the whole thing. It's like no, 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 no. That's not what I'm looking for. And I guess it screws me up. Maybe.
Yeah, because it is no longer in that room.
Oh
It
shit.
is
Yeah,
all
distracted.
around.
Yeah, distracted. Completely just paranoid at this point. Looking around, like avoiding it. Yeah, the whole attempt fails at that point.
So yeah, what I imagine happening is, you reach for it, you go, oh, okay, it's there. I'll just go in another. It's there too. Okay, I'll just. Oh no, and then withdraw.
Mm-hmm. And so Desmond is physically going to remove himself and kind of like center himself. He's got to get himself out of the center of whatever room he's standing in, hit a wall, hit a corner, readjust, then begin looking for people.
Is he doing that thing where
Manually. He's literally just like, I'm
Yeah.
done. Manual now.
It's just, is he doing that thing, maybe hyperventilating a little, or just
No, but
okay?
if somebody were to like look at his eyes through the mask, like he's like thankful that they actually have masks, they would see his eyes darting around, panicked, because everything he just attempted this entire night has been a discovery of terror and failing to even find his friends. So at this point, he's just kind of losing himself in that moment, and he's got to get away and recenter himself because he feels hunted at this point.
Okay, that's fair.
Yay.
So you get out to one of the walls. You see there are benches along the walls, places to sit.
Mhm.
I don't know if you'll be sitting or you'll be doing that thing, walking along the walls, still looking for them.
He's going to fall on his background of even if you're freaked out, appear tough because in the streets nobody's going to cut you slack. He grew up on the docks, okay? So
Yeah.
he's going to remove himself, but he's not going to let any other cracks appear for people to take advantage of. So he will play it cool, but he's going to remove himself because he can't be in the center anymore because he feels hunted.
All right. In
He's
that
going to
case, I think
readjust, center himself, and try again.
Yeah. In that case, we'll be moving from you.
Mhm.
We'll be moving over to Lil Mac.
Yee.
So Mac, you've been spending your time, feeling up people, looking around, being a little touchy-feely with everything.
Yep.
And you see this person sort of, walk out from the center of the room. You recognize this person. You saw them before. It's the person wearing the sheep mask. And
Okay.
for a very brief moment, you get this little look into their mask, and they look freaked out. But they're quickly recovering. They're quickly, standing up straight. Maybe they just got sort of caught up in the moment. Whatever it could be.
Is it a body language I recognize?
I'll let that be up to you too, if you think that is something you would be able to recognize between each other.
What's they using, sorry?
It's up to you, man. I mean,
It's
if you
up to
go
me.
for it. Yeah.
I'm just asking if you feel that Lil Mac would recognize this kind of behavior from you.
I mean, like from your perspective, would you have seen him that much? We just formed our group a few days ago. You would have known of Desmond. That's part of his backstory. He's not an unknown figure around the docks and dealing with ghosts.
So we haven't
How
really known each other for that long.
like personally, have we known each other that long to like pick up on like whether or not I get freaked out and I have to separate myself? I have no idea. Like from your perspective,
Okay.
do you see that as being something that Mac would have picked up? Is he paying attention to the behaviors of others to know that within a short period of time? You gotta tell me.
I mean, he quickly picks up on stuff like that, I feel, but
Yeah. If he's one of those observational people that like I'm watching people to see how they behave and like do stuff, and they're like you're just floating in the background watching people, then sure, you say that you would recognize that, then yeah. But you know your character better than I do. But let's
yeah,
just talk
but I also
objectively. We've
don't
known
have
you've known
points in survey
right. So I'm just saying
and study.
from the
So
RP side of things.
yeah,
That's my take on it.
it's fine. Okay, so this is just reinforcing that something is up in Mac's mind.
Yeah.
And this person is possibly a liability. Like they were staring off into space earlier, and now they're acting kind of panicked. So Mac is gonna start looking for the for Salt's sign more earnestly.
Yeah.
And try
And
and circle around this goat person, sheep person.
can you tell me how you intend to look for it? What are you intending to do?
Well, yes, using my eyes. Hopefully at this point my eyes have adjusted more to the lighting or lack thereof. Um, um,
Also say, given the time, we will have to cut this heist in two.
yeah. So
Yes, I was wondering about that.
it's gonna be kind of rough because I don't have any points in things that would help me.
Doesn't mean you can't roll it, right?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
but
So what you
what
can do,
gives the most meaning?
just to explain what you can do if you don't have any points in a skill, you can do a desperate roll. I believe that's what they're called. Basically, you roll a d6. Actually, no, that's wrong. You roll 2d6 and take the worst of the two results if you don't have any points in it. Or you can spend 2 stress to push yourself to get that 1 bonus die, and then just roll 1 dice. Instead of 2, take the lowest.
Makes sense.
Okay. So to possibly find this mark on anyone here, would that be survey, study, hunt? What are we looking at?
Whichever you think makes the most sense for your character to try.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't, like, I don't have points in any of it, but nothing else really makes sense.
I'm sorry I'm standing very hard on the you have to tell me what skill you're rolling, but that
Yeah,
is...
no,
yeah.
it is completely
It's
fine.
fair.
Yeah.
It's fair.
I will push myself, so I'm going to take the 2 stress.
Yep.
And I am going to try and try hunt. Like he
Makes
is
sense.
on the hunt right now.
Yep, that makes
He
good
needs
sense.
to find that mark now.
Yeah. Makes perfect sense.
Desperate and standard.
It would be desperate, yes. Actually, no, it wouldn't be desperate per se. It would be risky. You're not really putting yourself out there to do so. Effect would be standard, yes.
Okay, and no bonus dice.
No, not for actually. Yes, a bonus dice. You do get a bonus dice, considering that there's 2 people with the mark on them.
Okay. Not that bad.
Did you
Could be
remember the
worse.
bonus dice, friend?
I did.
He has nothing in hunt, is what he's saying.
Yes. Then you're pushing yourself for 1 dice and then a bonus dice because of the mark. That should be 2d6.
Oh, yeah. He's saying
So
on top
2
of that.
bonus dice. Sorry.
1 for
I'm
pushing
gonna roll
yourself,
another
1
one.
for just
Yeah.
the bonus dice. Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah.
Fair enough. Okay, so a 4.
I'm glad I
You
pushed.
succeeded. You succeeded.
You succeeded. That's what's important. So
Yeah.
you take a moment to just stand there, look around. You're letting your eye relax a little as you're just gliding over people. You're doing that thing where you're seeing a person, registering their mask, their clothing, their posture, next person, mask, clothing, posture, next person, and like that. Cataloging people as you're going through them.
Yeah.
Until you see someone. They're currently staring down a hallway down by the confessionals. They're wearing a bear mask. It's a woman. And there's the mark of the O.M.E.N on their mask. It's not salt, but you recognize the mark.
As she takes a
Ah.
sip from her drink.
It must be Desmond. No. Yeah, he starts moving over.
Yeah.
Are we gonna cut off?
No, I'm just saying, if we have to stop, just when
No,
one
I
of you
mean
has
to
to
a
go.
different.
Not quite yet. We're going this round out.
I meant it to a different person.
There is one more thing because you did roll with a slight disadvantage. You're getting a bit of a kickback, but not something bad. So as you're approaching her, a person that was standing next to her wearing a dove mask turns. You more or less can't avoid being seen by them as you're beelining towards her, and they just, refreshments, sir.
Sure. And it
You
just
ha-
grabs one and hurries on.
You now have the same drink in your hand. And as you reach Viper, we're gonna cut over to Viper. You're allowed to still speak, because you're approaching. Viper, you've been staring down the hallway. When you just saw Salt enter in through that door. And you suddenly hear footsteps, quite rushed footsteps to your right.
Mm-hmm.
And as you look, what do they see? Mac?
You see a snake mask.
Is it a scary snake? Scary snake.
It is Mac.
Scary snake.
Sneaky snake.
It
Big
is
snake.
a snake that kind of looks like it's winking with its tongue out.
Winky face.
Sneaky snake.
It is Mac.
It's blue.
And I presume you say something when you reach her.
Yeah. Good evening, miss.
Good evening.
Couldn't help but notice something on your cheek.
Well, I would give you the same, but the one with the ink has run off.
Oh, perfect. So do you know what the heck is going on? Just trying to like make sense of this situation. Like there's some sheep dude looking all flustered. And I heard a noise.
Was it Ba?
Are you sure that it's flustered and not just blushing?
No, flustered as in something is wrong. Almost like a minor panic.
Like something went bad.
Yeah.
A newbie that can't handle the scene?
Well, more like someone who's being hunted and trying to look over their own shoulder constantly.
Might be Loop.
Maybe. Um,
I mean, you did see someone carrying a blade here.
yeah. All I've seen is one person with a blade, but I didn't get a good look. All I noticed were their socks.
Right. Well, I would assume there's more people that smuggle stuff in here. From what I've heard, there are some
Surprisingly,
pretty
few.
weird kinks going around.
Well, you wouldn't believe the amount of strap-ons I found.
And tasted.
Someone was wearing this tail as part of their costume.
Yeah,
I
the
don't think the
sooner
tail
we're
was
done
attached
here,
by
the
any
better.
more than his cheeks.
And I take a sip of my drink.
Don't. Oh, goddamn, trying to stop that. Stop.
All right.
Stop.
So, Viper,
God damn it. I was trying.
you are being inflicted a level 2 harm.
Okay.
I know.
The harm is called drowsy. Now, you can choose to resist it if you want. It will need to be resisted with resolve.
I mean, I'm gonna try. If I notice something's off about my drink, then I'm gonna try and resist it.
So, again, to go through how resisting works. If you get a 4 or a 5, you just reduce it by 1 level. If you get a 6, you reduce it by 2 levels. If you get a crit, you reduce it by 2 levels again. You can't reduce it by more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And you recover a point of stress instead of spending stress. Now, keep in mind, you're spending 6 stress, and you subtract the highest number you roll. And I just
Right.
clicked myself out of the session.
Oh no.
Smart.
It's not the first time you've done that. Not the first time anybody's done this. I've watched everybody just drop out and come back.
There we go.
Alright, so I just click resolve.
Yes.
Bonus dice. 0, I'm assuming.
Picture.
Yes, that is correct. Three. That means
Could you push yourself on a resistance
You
or take a
can.
devil's bargain? Oh,
You
okay.
can. You can also take a devil's bargain.
You are very desperate of me not actually
No, I was
getting
curious.
influenced
I was
by
watching.
this.
No, I was watching like a resistance roll, and I was like, "Could you boost that?" That was all. Sorry.
Okay.
Nari, you are used to taking stronger poisons and drugs than this.
Of course.
So this is nothing.
So I take 3 stress?
You take 3 stress.
Okay.
Quick question: does she
Yep.
recognize it? What's happening to her?
We're getting to that in just a moment.
Thank you.
So, as you take a sip from the cup,
Mhm.
you get this strong burning and prickling sensation all over your mouth for a moment. It numbs your mouth out completely, and you immediately get the idea that this is not alcohol.
Mhm.
For a brief moment, you're panicked that you've been poisoned, and then you feel your shoulders relax, and you hear this sort of low hum in the air. And as you're looking around, colors are more saturated. Sounds are sharper to your ear. You can feel the fabric of the robe on your skin, touching and gliding against it. You're suddenly very aware of your entire body.
So heightened senses.
It's slow mo from Dread.
Yeah, that's effectively what I'm going for. Yes. I don't. And when Lil Mac speaks, his voice. When he speaks at first, it's echoey, it's a bit far away until you look at him and focus on it. At which point his voice just gets crisper than you've ever heard it before. It's tickling your ears as he speaks. And you are taking a -1 die to anything you're doing so long as you have this effect.
Mhm. So I didn't take it a level down?
No, that would have required a 4 or a 5.
Dang it. Okay.
It's 3 high, 3 low. You roll a
Mhm.
3, you fail. Fucking sucks.
Okay. Also, can you check my sheet if I put it in right?
You did.
Okay, great.
And this effect will last for quite a while.
You just
Specifically,
drank demon blood. Seriously.
yeah, that is what electroplasm is. So yeah, you're a bit out of it right now. You can still operate, and you're, on some level, you were just affected by something you likely didn't intend to.
You drank a spiked drink and now you're giga buzzed.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So
Gotcha.
go ahead and act on that as you want.
Mhm.
It's not an uncomfortable feeling, but it's unexpected.
I think her entire posture would also shift into like the more
Drop shoulders.
yeah, the almost too relaxed.
And Mac, again, you see her bring the cup up underneath the mask. You see the motion of taking a swig, followed by just that brief stop as the shoulders drop before this conversation continues. So go ahead.
You okay?
Whatever you do not drink that.
I wasn't really planning on it, but thanks for the warning. I just didn't want to argue with the waiters.
Right.
Any idea what it is?
I'll say you have no clue what this is. It is not a drug or poison you've ever experienced.
It's something strong, all right, but it's not alcohol.
Is electroplasm
Weirdly
expensive?
satisfying.
Very.
Okay. That's why it's not common. Thank you.
Yeah. And it's not so much expensive because it's expensive to produce. It's expensive because the state goes, yoink.
Yeah. It's a controlled substance. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's heroin.
Effectively.
Basically.
It's heroin that can power a light bulb. Got it.
Also, it is incredibly bad for you.
Nah.
Heroin
Probably.
bad for you? Look, all right. I got a guy down in Colombia says otherwise. Leave me alone.
Look, I know, viewers, that this might be a bit of a controversial thing, but I think we need to
We're
do this.
joking.
This is a bit of a controversial take, but really, drugs are bad for you. You shouldn't
Drugs
do
are
them.
terrible for you. Don't do them. We're joking.
We are trained idiots.
Many years
Brain
of being a
monkeys.
retard.
Moving back to the game itself. Oh. Right. You also, you saw Salt left. He has not come back. So go ahead and continue your talk.
So we just gonna stand around wasting time?
I mean, if you're worried about a sheep.
All I'm saying is I heard a bunch of noise. Don't know what. And then that guy, the sheep guy, was staring intently at something. I don't know what the fuck. And now he's running around panicked. So I am getting spooked at this point, and I don't like not knowing where the heck the others are.
Well, Salt went over there with a lovely stoat. So he might have something we can work with.
A lovely stoat. Oh, mask, right? Yeah, sure.
Fuck's sake.
Yeah, okay.
Also, I'm gonna need you to speak in shorter sentences.
Right. Should I take that drink off your hands?
Oh, I'm not taking more of it. But it's done its work, I think.
So you've had about half of the drink before you realized that something was up.
Mm-hmm.
It's not a very large cup.
So do you want to go after Salt and his stoat, or find the panicked sheep? Just say stoat or sheep.
Well, I am sure that the salt
No,
has
no,
an idea
no.
what the heck he's doing.
Stop.
So let's go for the sheep.
So many words. He's like, say one word. I will say all the words. Stop,
Yes.
stop, stop,
I-
stop.
Do not like what your voice is currently doing to me. And somehow I do.
That's new. Okay, sheep. Let's go.
What you should be marveling at, Mac, is for the brief time that you've known her, she's the slide. She likes to talk. Say less. Oh God, something is wrong.
Yep.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
There's certainly raised eyebrows currently.
Let's find this sheep of yours.
Yep.
All right. What would you like? How would you like to try and find this sheep? It's still Mac that is taking the turn.
Yeah. The direction I last saw him skitter off to.
Actually, no. It's Viper's turn, isn't it? Yeah, we
Yeah,
went
it
It is
is.
to
Viper's
Viper.
turn.
My bad. It's Viper's turn. Go. Sorry, Nari. I didn't mean to take your
It's
turn.
okay.
From you. So Viper, you have the turn. What are you trying to do? And again, if you want, you're welcome to have Mac make rolls for you because you're now doing things together.
I mean, given he is the one that has already noticed the sheep, I think he should take the lead into, okay, I saw him, last time I saw him, he was over there, so we should head this way. So let him take the lead.
Okay. So in that case, Mac, what are you doing?
Yep. As I was saying, going towards the last direction I saw the sheep skitter off to.
I do have to note, though, with the way that dear Viper is currently, like every now and then she might just kind of trail off or get distracted, and he would have to get her to keep moving. Like she would just either slow down or stop just out of it. Like something caught her eye, so now she has to stare at that because it's pretty or something.
Welcome to Torador Vampires. I will still presume that you, well, not presume, but I'm guessing Mac wants to lead some sort of way to find the sheep, and Viper is able to aid should you wish. I believe aid costs 1 stress to do.
I honestly feel like I would be more of a burden than than an asset in this.
No, you're not. You're still in control of your character. Your character is still in control of themselves. You're not at the point where you need help. That would be a harm 3.
Okay.
This is just at the point where you're affected. You feel something is wrong, but you're still you. You're having to make a conscious effort to fight the effect.
Okay.
Of course,
Then the
if you want to
distraction
avoid,
part would still be of effect, but more she snaps herself back out of it.
yeah. So, Mac, what are you doing to try and find the sheep?
Could I possibly use consort in this?
You definitely
Uh,
could. That would just be asking around. Hey, have you seen someone wearing a sheep mask?
Yeah, like he looked kind of skittish. I want to make sure he's okay. Stuff
You
like that.
you definitely could do that. Again, before you, if you're committing to that, it will be I'll say it'll be risky with standard effect. Will Viper be assisting?
Yes.
That means you're paying 1 point of stress to give him a bonus die.
All right.
Now you
Taken is
can't.
stress.
Yeah. Now you cannot push yourself and receive aid, but you can take a devil's bargain on top of it, should you wish to.
Yeah, not right now.
That is perfectly fine. 4 and a 5.
Max rolls today.
All right. So the two of you start, asking around a little. People don't really blink too much at the fact that Viper's affected because a lot of people have already had this drink. So, as you're asking around, people seem to be more loose, more happy, and they're happy to point. Oh, I think I saw someone in a sheep mask. He was right over there. No, he's not there anymore. And it takes you a few minutes, but you do catch up to the sheep mask. Desmond, what are they seeing as they're approaching you?
They're seeing a man who's just kind of like standing there, and he's stove up. He's just tense, and he's trying to like focus what his thoughts are and readjust to what reality is, because he just spent a stint in the ghost space, dodging the attention of something that he can't dodge. He can't defend himself from. So he just can't play that game. So he's gonna like, okay, we're not going there no more for a minute. So let's just readjust to the real world. And so he's re-anchoring himself to this. So you see a man just standing there stiff, just kind of like staring off into space at nothing, or slightly towards the ground.
All right. So as you're standing there staring, you see two people approach. A tall, lanky woman who's not walking too straight in a bear mask, and a shorter gentleman in a snake mask.
Instant defensive perception engaged. Are they threats? Are they not threats? And so I'm trying to figure out if they're my friends or not, like instantly, because he's panicked, he's feeling hunted, so a little bit.
So the shorter gentleman is carrying one of these cups, which you are still carrying in your hand.
Right.
The woman is not. Actually, would you have put down your cup, Viper?
Yes.
Okay. She's not.
I would no
carrying
longer
a cup,
have a kip.
but she does have a mark on her cheek, and you recognize
Fucking
that mark.
sound scream. Just
Yep.
Sorry, what does that scream say?
Discord.
Wow. Yep.
He didn't offer that much help.
Most unenthusiastic reach around ever.
Oh god, I just saw all the memes you guys have been posting.
Hey Doc, you know what that means?
Hold on, I'm still catching.
He's still giggling too hard.
Okay, I just saw what he posted. Fucking shake weight.
Salt right now.
Yep. And you know what that means?
No, scream. Like, he posted, I was like, the fuck's. He's. No, sorry.
The blob is a
sounds
DM,
really
so
cold.
he is quite thirsty, it seems. So hydrate, please.
Actually, that's
He
probably a good idea. I've been eating cheese.
He needs some milk.
So, Desmond, you do see the mark on the bear's cheek is something you recognize.
Right, right.
That
And
is,
so, like, he, like, completely, like, just his shoulders drop. Like, oh, fuck, thank God.
but you also recognize the way she's moving and
Right, it's like, you drank it, didn't you?
the one
Like,
she's
he
with.
doesn't introduce himself. He doesn't, like acknowledge that they're his friends. Like, you drank it, didn't you?
Also, no, the one she's with is not does not have that mark.
Right. He doesn't care. Like
No, it's just to give
Desmond
you
is in his
the
own
full
space.
context
He
of what you're
just
seeing.
cares about the woman.
Yeah.
He literally like mark on his face or not, like he recognizes them potentially as his friends. I see the mark on the face. Defense is just dropped because he's been panicking and he's welcoming the safe, quote unquote, safe space. It's like, and so he's like, "You drank it, didn't you?"
Just a bit.
I would. There's a lot going on here, and there's a ritual that's going to happen in just a few moments. I have no idea how long, and that is part of it. You guys get inebriated with that stuff. There's an orgy, and something feeds on that orgy. He leaves it. That's it. That's all he's.
Oh,
We have to.
fun.
We have to get our job done and get out of here before we get wrapped up in this, because you don't want to be on the other side of this. She's already on one side of it. If we go too farther, she's on the other side, and you don't, Miss Viper. You don't want to go through that. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Where's Salt? Where's he?
Oh, Salt is with a lovely stoat.
A lovely. What does that mean?
He's getting his
That means
rocks off.
he confessed his sins and walked away with someone behind closed doors.
Did he have a drink beforehand?
Nope.
So he did that because he wanted to.
Wanted to, didn't want to. I mean, anything for information, I guess.
He went along with it, so either he's good at faking it or he wants to.
He's not a woman.
Either way, we need to find this guy and get ourselves out of here. And like all these rises in my volume are like hushed whisper tones. So
Yeah.
Also, I've noticed that he's taking on an accent I didn't realize was there before. Is that intentional?
me taking on a British accent, yes, it's very intentional. Whether or not I do so every time I say something,
No, I'm more meant like that he normally fakes not having the accent, but given he's panicking, he's falling into it. If that was the angle you were playing into.
Oh no, my ability to maintain an accent's a player concern, not a character issue.
All right, fair enough. Because
Yes,
it's
my
just,
apologies.
yeah,
Apologies.
that's fine. Also, since we're now moving to your turn, time has advanced. Also,
My turn. You say my turn, like it's
considering.
So we skip Salt. Well, you
Yeah.
skip Salt because he doesn't have a turn because he's doing something.
Yeah, exactly.
He does have a turn, and it's quite the spicy one.
Well, his turn is a turn in the sack, a turn in the hay, a turn in the pillows.
I'm turning tricks, not turning dice.
Right. Yeah.
You're shuffling dice.
Right.
He's blowing on them.
Yep.
Blowing the dice.
He is
Shake 'em in your
transfiguring
hands.
something hard to something soft.
He's an alchemist. He can really
Yep.
just make
Mhm.
something become
Yes.
harder than it was a moment ago, for sure.
Transmute flesh to stone, then stone to flesh.
Yep. Sounds
Stone
about right.
But in the middle of that, you're missing a key part: stone to mud for a little bit.
Anyways,
I will, however, say that is where we're cutting off tonight. If people are okay with us cutting off in the middle of the heist, we've sort of reached the halfway
Yeah.
point.
So
sure.
we leave it off. Salt is dehydrating, and the rest of the group met up.
Yes.
Yes. And
Okay.
by this, basically, the reason I want to do it here is then at the start of next turn, Salt will get to act since we're in the next phase. Because
Oh, it's his turn. Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, he definitely does need his turn after what he's gone through.
It's
Yep.
more
We
with
need to hear all about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
We definitely need. He needs his turn.
In high detail.
Mm-hmm.
So we will be wrapping up for tonight. We're quickly going to do EXP accumulation since.
If only we could have wrapped up before Salt got involved with that. I'm sure Salt
Yeah.
would have appreciated that wrap up. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
So we are quickly going to go over. We'll start with the crew sheet itself. Let's see.
Well, wait. Are we doing XP now, or we're just like?
Yes.
Should we do this like at the end of the whole thing, like next session when we're done?
EXP is typically done at the end of a session. So if a heist is long, you'll still be advancing.
Oh, okay.
So
Oh, sorry, I
let's-
misunderstood.
I'm just checking. Let's see here. We'll start with the crew XP because there's not a lot you can gain in crew XP mid heist, so that'll be relatively quickly done.
Mhm.
You didn't execute an operation because you're in the middle of it. You didn't. Would you say you contended with challenges above your current station?
No.
Well, okay.
I don't know.
Did Salt?
I don't think
Did
so.
Salt? Did you accept challenges that were above your station?
Look, it's not a weapon I was proficient in, but I think I've handled it well.
You're not proficient in your own weapon.
Oh no, no, no.
Mine
Well,
is
no,
molded.
he's wielding
Not when
it.
it's attached to someone
Unfamiliar.
else.
Exactly.
Mine is molded for my hand. This one is not. It
Oh, no.
requires a different grip.
No. Let me clear this up for you. I can explain why
I
he's
don't
not
want you to.
proficient.
I
Just
don't want you to.
Wait, in detail. In detail.
No, it's
And make sure to say Soundscream's name as many times as possible. It's like looking into his eyes when you're
No,
doing it, okay?
no,
So
no,
say it a
it's-
lot.
No, it's very simple. Daggers are a simple weapon. Long swords are a martial weapon. That's why.
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. What's a bastard sword? It's a hand and a half, right? A hand and a half.
No, that would have been if I had gotten a daddy. He's a bastard.
Wait, what's hey, Soundscream, quick question. What's that one
No.
famous great sword from Diablo? What's it called? The one that we always looked for in D1? What's that great sword called?
I'm not talking to you.
A
anymore.
D2? The grandfather?
Even the grandfather, the granddaddy sword.
Yeah.
Can we move on?
I will say though that
Look.
say that you did contend with challenges above your current station. You're in
Yay.
the throes.
Look, okay, Desmond did for sure. Okay, let's talk like Desmond's like fucking facing against a mental ghost.
We're
who's
also
facing-
we're also facing off with we're potentially angering two different gangs that are much well above and beyond us.
Yes.
The
so I would
Church of
say
Ecstasy
yes.
is nothing we want to fuck with. It is the state religion.
The unofficial state
What?
religion. Yes.
We're gonna fuck
Uh-huh.
with it.
Also, I have already clicked off an experience for contend with challenges above your current station because you did.
If you leave Viper in that church, you see.
Let's see here. Did you bolster your crew's reputation or develop a new one?
I mean, Salt
Not yet.
definitely developed a new
Yeah, I don't wanna know
reputation
what
for
Wait, is the
himself.
reputation external or internal? Because there's an internal reputation that's really being built right now.
External. And finally, did you express the goals, drives, inner conflicts, or essential nature of the crew?
Yes. We expose the essential nature of Soundscream's character. 100%.
I mean,
This is what he's
you may
about.
be
This is what he
joking,
does.
You may be joking, but you did because he's willing to do whatever it takes to find the path of least resistance for
I
the
mean,
crew.
it is inner conflict because, as far as I know, Salt
No, we are not
wants
taking
to do this.
We are not taking
somewhere.
slippery. We are not taking slippery because I don't want to hear it.
Okay, so I'll be marking off a crew experience.
Wait. So are we saying that he should have been the slide?
We'll be moving over to individual experience now.
Uh-huh.
I don't want to talk
Okay.
about experience.
Also, everyone's order has been changing all night. It's been fucking with me.
It's okay.
Oh.
So we'll be starting with Viper because she's first.
Okay.
Viper.
Yes.
You're
Viper
ready-
comes
you're
first.
ready.
Yes.
You already marked off any desperate rolls. I believe we do so as we get them. So
I haven't had a desperate roll, so.
instead I'll need to ask, did you address a challenge with deception or influence?
No.
No? Alright.
Don't think so. No.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
No.
And finally, Did you struggle with issues from your vices or traumas?
Yes, because Mac kept talking. You know what my vice is.
What's the
Right.
like? Did the drink do anything
I'm
for you? Like
interested.
having to like deal with that? Is that like a thing for
Yeah,
your character?
that
The
is
drink and the
why I'm
drug?
saying she is currently struggling with her vice.
Oh, because Mag is talking while you're dealing with the drug. Okay, yeah.
Yes, you
I thought
did
you were
get
just being insulting to Mag. Like Mag talks, I struggle. It's like, oh, man,
so
you're
so
rude.
so so you did get one single point of experience. You can put it anywhere you like.
All right.
You're putting it in playbook.
I just clicked it there because then
Okay.
I remember that I have it.
Yeah.
I'm putting it in resolve.
All right, fair enough. Moving on from Viper to Desmond. Desmond.
Question.
Yeah.
Question.
So first of all, did you address a challenge with knowledge or arcane power?
Yes.
Did you do so more than once?
Yes.
That's 2 experience points.
Into resolve or character general?
Wherever you want to put them. You put experience points
Playbook
wherever you want
advancement.
them.
I want to get special abilities.
All right. Next question. Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
Yes.
Did you do so
He
more than
was-
once?
Yes. His curiosity took over multiple rounds and possibly made the entire situation for this heist worse. Yes.
That is 2 points of experience. And finally, did you struggle with your issues from your vices or traumas during the session?
Vices or traumas? The vice being what I de-stress
Vice
with?
is your obligation. Yes.
Okay, so that's my obligation. No, I didn't deal with the orphanage. No.
Yeah. And since you don't have any traumas yet,
Yet,
you
no.
couldn't possibly have done so.
No.
All right. So that is it for your experience.
Oh man, I'm really close to getting a new special ability. Yay me!
Nice.
Moving over to Justice.
Yeah.
Did you address a challenge with stealth or evasion?
Yes.
Did you do so more than once?
I believe so. Yeah.
All right.
Prowl and
Go ahead.
finesse
Yeah. Go ahead and add 2 points of experience.
into playbook.
Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background? And again, you can put the experience anywhere you like. It doesn't have to go in playbook.
I believe so. Like I did use his part of his background as in the way of moving around and knowing how to move.
Yeah.
And he does always go with his beliefs
Yeah. Would you say you did
and
so?
his drives. Yeah.
Would you say you did so more than once?
Yes, going with still the way he moved around and started fondling people.
All right. Get yourself 2
Fondle,
points of
checking
experience.
their checking their prison pockets.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get yourself 2 points of experience. And finally, did you
Playbook?
struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
No.
All right. Moving on to salt. That is not salt. This
Talk
is
about
salt.
it.
Sound screaming hot mic'd.
What?
You were hot mic'd. We were hearing some things.
I literally said I don't want to talk about it.
I heard some things before that. So you know your mic was hot.
You're hot.
Yeah.
And you're like, God damn, thank you.
So, first question: Did you address a challenge with calculation or conspiracy?
Yes, multiple times, I would think.
Multiple times. Grab yourself 2 points of experience. Put them anywhere you like,
Okay.
and they can be split up. They don't have to go into the same place. The next question: Did you express your beliefs, drives, heritage, or background?
By express, would it be like I did something specifically because of a belief?
Yes.
Then I'd say yes.
Did you do so more than once?
I'd say no, just once.
Then that's a single point of experience. And finally, did you struggle with issues from your vice or traumas?
No.
No. Okay. Then that's your lot as far as experience goes. If an experience bar fills out, you can immediately spend it because we're between sessions. So that just means emptying the bar and putting a point into something.
Excuse me, what?
If an experience bar is filled out, you can immediately
Ah.
empty the experience bar
Yes.
fully and put a dot in something in that relation.
Yes, yes.
So you don't have to do that between sessions. You do that, as soon as it fills, more or less. And the final thing for tonight. Does the group feel anyone is deserving of a bonus experience point?
Salt.
Anyone?
Sorry.
Salt.
I give a vote for both Salt and Desmond. So I guess majority vote is Salt.
It sounds to me like the group wants Salt to have a bonus point of experience. So Salt, go ahead and take yourself an additional point of experience.
You know what? Just because it'll make it hilarious, because of the situation, I'm going to put it in prowess, which will
Yep.
roll up to a dot to give me another one in finesse. And you can take that in whichever way you wish.
Got better
Or
to
if
get your
it's
hands.
kind of bit
Nice.
rough, maybe I could put
Okay.
that dot in the skirmish. Ooh,
No,
or
no,
in
no. I
track.
actually like the idea of having him well, think about the spider, like conceptually a spider with like sleight of hand, like in the movies. You're like he's got those quick hands to do something.
No.
I like that. I like this finesse.
You're gonna put it in wreck.
I was about
I'm
to
gonna
say that.
wreck
Put
it.
it in wreck. like he thought he was on top. He wasn't. Anyway, that is it for tonight. I hope you all did have fun despite the more sleazy situation that you guys got into.